Centricom, Channel 10 Sports, and Mid-Utah Radio, the sports leader in South Central Utah, now present another exciting high school football game broadcast. This sports broadcast is brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. And now, let's go live to the football field for simulcast coverage of high school football on Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10.
Good afternoon, high school football fans. Rich Barton, Rick Robinson here at Summit Academy. And some of you may wonder where Summit Academy is at Bluffdale, just as you're coming off the
point of the mountain.
And you take one of the turns right, kind of on the drop, drop of Point of the Mountain, and you take a turn and you're there.
Just underneath the freeway to where you really can't see it from the freeway, but has a pretty nice setting here, a nice, fairly new turf field.
And we got Barrett Hilton back here doing our production work for us, and want to welcome him and Levi Naylor on our camera today, and on this joint broadcast on Mid-Utah Radio today and Centricom Channel 10. And Rich, it's playoff football. This is a quarterfinal matchup, and Richfield comes in as a 16-point underdog, according to Perry's Power Guide.
Well, give Summit a lot of credit. I don't know if anybody thought that any team would go undefeated in the South Division, but they were 5-0. Finishes the regular season with 2 losses. One was an early loss to Grantsville, and the other one was to a really good team in California. Coach Les Brown has connections there. Being from California, they lost to a good Cardinal Newman team, 39-13. And Coach Hamilton, former coach at Alta and also Pleasant Grove, one of the top all-time prep coaches in Utah football.
Well, today's pregame is brought to you by Snow College. This is Snow College pregame show. They are selected as a top 10 college by Aspen Institute 3 straight times. Turn on your education at snow.edu. And I tell you, Coach Carlston and Snow College, what a terrific institution. I have nothing but great praises for Snow College. And Rich, let's just quickly talk about the previous meeting. We don't want to spend a lot of time between Richfield and Summit because they have played one time earlier this season.
Played in Richfield not too long ago, and it was a 33-0 win for the Bears. Final score may be a little misleading, though, because it was 12-0 at halftime.
And Richfield had a touchdown called back early in the second period, which would have given them a lead of at least 6-0, possibly 7-0.
And we were talking about some of the positive takeaways for Richfield. You know, a few execution plays go a little bit different. The third quarter, it was a muffled kickoff return that went all the way for a touchdown for the Bears.
By Talmadge Brown.
And Talmadge, extremely impressive player, and that changed the whole momentum. And
yep.
And this is a Summit team, too, that we're just watching the players out here warming up. You know, and Emmett Hafen, a very impressive athlete with a lot of strength. You know, we look at the Richfield players, we look at the Summit. Summit has about 16 players, 210 pounds or heavier, have a couple of 300-pounders, a couple of 275. Richfield's biggest, heaviest players aren't even in the top 16 weight-wise with Summit.
That being said, I do think this could be an entertaining game. Doesn't mean it will be. Summit, very, very talented. But we're going to take a break here. It's 60 degrees. Just beautiful sunshine here on a turf field. It's an absolutely spectacular afternoon for a 3A playoff game. It's Richfield at Summit Academy. We'll be back.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best 2-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Monroe Family Medicine Revere Health will accommodate you with personalized primary, acute, and chronic care. They provide in-house x-rays, blood draws, and EKGs. They do all types of physicals like CDL, school, sports, and missionary, to name just a few. Nurse practitioners Jason Okerlund and Drake Mason and their staff are proud to serve all of Sevier County. For patient care and concern at its finest, visit Monroe Family Medicine, 568 South Main, Monroe. Call 527-8866, 527-8866.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions' dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole-home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
Rich Barton, Rick Robinson, welcome you back here to Bluffdale at Summit Academy, where Richfield has traveled to take on the Summit Bears, who are ranked number 2 in the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Poll. In the Deseret News, they're only ranked 3rd. I think, in my opinion, I'd rank them number 1. I think it's the top-ranked team in the state.
The South Division, top to bottom, by far the best division, and in my mind, they were the best and most complete team in 3A. I'd put them ranked number 1.
Well, today's pregame is brought to you by Snow College. They enroll over 5,000 students. They represent 36 states, 38 foreign countries. Join the spirit. Visit snow.edu. And, of course, Barrett Hilton right behind us doing our production work. Appreciate his hard work setting up, taking down things. Work with him a lot. And I'll tell you what, that guy's a hard worker. And Centricom, of course, Mid-Utah Radio sponsors today, but I have my internet with Centricom, and it's a terrific service. I highly recommend Centricom for internet, TV, all sorts of things. You can watch the game live.
One thing that's going to be important for Richfield is to jump on Summit early. One thing you see come playoff team is quite often the team that earns a first-round bye is a little slow starting, having gone a while without playing a game, and really important for Richfield to get some early momentum against this Bear team. And Richfield had an impressive offensive performance the first half over at Carbon in the first-round game, coming up with 35 points in the first half.
Yeah, Richfield, I thought, really got after it over there. Carbon got the ball to start the game. Richfield blocked a punt. And then they scored quickly on a Hafen touchdown. Then Richfield put together some nice drives. They had a long pass to Nathan Winters. They had, I know, Riddle had a nice 64-yard run. They had several good plays. Anderson caught a touchdown pass.
Well, Emmett Hafen had he had 3 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns with an outstanding performance.
And Emmett probably threw the ball and moved as well as he has all year. And I think that when Coach Hitchens, who's in his first season as Richfield head coach, what he envisioned the offense to do is what Emmett did over at Carbon last week.
Yeah. Important that momentum continue. Simple execution, making the right reads. Important for Richfield to play some mistake-free football and come up with the big plays. When they have lost some division games, it was typically on big plays that they gave up were the difference in the game. Against this Summit Bear team, in addition to turnovers, it's important that Richfield has some big plays.
Well, let's take another break here from Bluffdale here at Summit Academy. It's Richfield taking on Summit in a 3A quarterfinal football playoff game. We'll be back.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
Sevier Valley Hospital supports our local athletes, not only during the game, but when they need some help to get back into it too. Our own team of starters includes physicians who specialize in orthopedic and general surgery, ENT, podiatry, family and internal medicine, pain management, and other areas of care. And they work to repair sports and everyday injuries right at our hospital, helping to keep both our athletes and their fans close to home for your care. Sevier Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Monroe Family Medicine Revere Health will accommodate you with personalized primary, acute, and chronic care. They provide in-house x-rays, blood draws, and EKGs. They do all types of physicals like CDL, school, sports, and missionary, to name just a few. Nurse practitioners Jason Okerlund and Drake Mason and their staff are proud to serve all of Sevier County. For patient care and concern at its finest, visit Monroe Family Medicine, 568 South Main, Monroe. Call 527-8866, 527-8866.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions' dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
And we appreciate that. You're listening to the Snow College pregame show here. Snow College, they're ranked 14th in student satisfaction with RateMyProfessors.com. Turn on your education at snow.edu. And, Rich, there's other games going on this afternoon. And on Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom, you can follow them. Some of the games, Union at North Sanpete. Who would you favor in that game?
I think I would predict North Sanpete to win by at least 3 touchdowns.
The computer has them favored by 17 points. And at the end of the first period, it was 14-0. North Sanpete leading Union.
That was a 3 o'clock start.
That's 3 o'clock start. Other games going on, South Sevier taking on Grand. That game is a 5 o'clock start. You can follow that one with Robert Lovell and Curtis Marsh. Juab is at Morgan. Who would you favor in that game?
I'll pick Morgan at home. Morgan was the first place team in the North Division. That was the same weekend last year. The Richfield traveled up for a quarterfinal game at Morgan.
Who do you think the computer favors?
I'll say they pick Morgan.
No, the computer actually has Juab favored by 5 points.
Surprise.
That is a surprise to me. Morgan is ranked number 1 in 3A, according to Deseret News. I think Summit should be.
With our South Division, there's a lot of people that feel that any of our teams in the South Division could have finished 3rd or higher in the North.
And then Richfield taking on Summit Academy. We already alluded earlier, Summit is a 16-point favorite. Richfield actually has their highest rating of 50. They've been 50-51 all season. Summit is 66, so it's about a 16-point favorite for Summit Academy. The lowest rated team is Union, 38 points. And I find it kind of interesting, the highest rated team, South Summit, is 72. They would be a 6-point favorite in any of the 3A games at least. So that's quite impressive for South Summit.
It is. They're a 3A in all other athletics, and they definitely could compete for it if they weren't a 2A football.
Rich, the keys to the game. I know you've done a lot of research. What are the keys to this game today?
Looking at it for Richfield, yes, they're undersized as far as when you match up these two teams. Summit's not the easiest matchup with their size and strength and speed. Even their quarterback, who was a 6A starter last year at Westlake, is heavier than any of the Richfield players. But I think for Richfield, they need to get some early momentum, see if they can catch this team that hasn't played for a while with the bye week and get some early momentum and an early lead. Important that they win the turnover aspect of the game and take care of the ball on their end and not turn it over, and see if they can't score on some big plays. That's been one of the things that's cost them in division play. If they can find a way to execute some big plays, anything can happen.
Well, let's take a final break. We'll come back with a kickoff of this afternoon's 3A playoff quarterfinal matchup between the Summit Academy Bears and the Richfield Wildcats. We'll be back.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole-home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Sevier Valley Hospital supports our local athletes, not only during the game, but when they need some help to get back into it too. Our own team of starters includes physicians who specialize in orthopedic and general surgery, ENT, podiatry, family and internal medicine, pain management, and other areas of care. And they work to repair sports and everyday injuries right at our hospital, helping to keep both our athletes and their fans close to home for your care. Sevier Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
All right, welcome back here to Summit Academy. Rich Barton, Rick Robinson, welcome you to the final Snow College pregame show. The final of it here, Snow College, they offer the lowest tuition and fees in the Utah system of higher education. Start your education at snow.edu. And Summit won the toss. They chose to receive. Richfield will kick, going from the south to the north. And that's where we're set to go, Rich.
Richfield trying to do something that no other team has done, and that is win a playoff game here on the Summit turf. Summit is all-time 4-0 in playoff games here at home.
It's a gorgeous field, just an absolutely spectacular afternoon. My Apple Watch says 60 degrees outside, so it just feels like playoff football, Rich.
Well, Richfield going to have to defend through the air. They have a great running back in Talmadge Brown, but their quarterback, Casey Briggs, 6'3", 215 pounds, starter last year at Westlake, which is a 6A school.
Clausen standing down around the 10-yard line. The kick is not going to go to Clausen. It's going to go in the end zone. What a terrific kick there as Jalmain kicked it out of the end zone. What a nice kick.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many of those unable to run it back.
Summit will take over at their own 20-yard line as we start the initial possession of the game. We welcome all our viewers on Centricom, our listeners on Mid-Utah Radio, KSBC, and it is playoff football here in October in the state of Utah. A lot of games going on.
You'll see with 4 wideouts, this Summit team loves to air it out.
Briggs, shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, single setback. Just to the right is Talmadge Brown. Briggs calling for the football. Now they give to Talmadge. Talmadge on a sweep on the right side. It's across the 20, the 25, and falls forward out close to the first down. I believe he has it. And a 10-yard pickup.
Yeah, huge hole that time for air as he Gavin Brown admirably steps in to make the stop.
So Brown, who had just an electrifying 95-yard touchdown kickoff return in Richfield, starts the game with a 10-yard run and a first down for the Bears. Again, give to Talmadge. Talmadge cuts on the right side, and the Richfield defense comes up and stops him for a 1-yard pickup.
Yeah, Gavin Brown there, also Dylan Sorensen.
And Summit very, very fast in their offensive style. Again, they're lined up this time, 3 receivers spread out to the left. Briggs calling for the football. Now wanting to pass. Pump fake, throws over the middle, and just as it's caught, it's hit and dropped on a great defensive play there by Brown.
Actually, was that Brown or Curtis?
That was 15. I thought that was Brown.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be a sure reception, and Brown was right there to make contact as the ball got there and prevent the catch.
3rd and 9. Last time they played Richfield on a 3rd and 8 from their own 8-yard line. They went up for 92 yards, so very dangerous even on 3rd down. Briggs is rolling out to his left. Plants, throws the ball over, and is it caught?
Yeah, it is.
It is, and that's Clausen.
About a 14-yard reception. Big play on 3rd and 8 for the Bears.
And I'll tell you, just a great execution there. The Bears rolling out to the left and throwing it for a first down out around the 45-yard line. So the Bears have picked up 2 first downs from their own 20.
Give the Summit line a lot of credit. Briggs had a lot of time to find that receiver downfield.
Now calling for it again. This time, quick pass on a screen. Out on the left side, it's caught and cutting upfield and out of bounds. We'll have to see where they mark it is Brady. And Brady crosses into Richfield territory around the 47-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down and 2. And Briggs.
Yeah, Brady, a big 6'2" target.
Briggs has been sharp here early. Now the give to Brown up the middle, and Brown is going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage on a good defensive stop by this Richfield defensive front.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be no gain.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Last time it was 3rd and 8. The Bears able to pick up the first down. This time trying to pick it up on a 3rd and short. This is very manageable for the Summit team where they want to be.
4-down territory probably for the Bears.
Briggs wanting to throw. He's going to roll out to his right, being pressured, gets the ball down, and it looked like it might be tipped, and then it went through the fingertips of the receiver, and that was J.T. Kupik.
A pretty good downfield defense that time by Jason Timbriza. Give Briggs credit. He threw it just over Timbriza, and the receiver had a chance to come down with that.
J.T. had a couple big receptions against Richfield last time.
Going to be looks like a punt. This also an area where it could be a fake punt.
And Brown, it is a fake. Going to roll out to the right. It's going to be a fake. Breaks a tackle. And now he's going to pick up the first down and goes deep into Richfield territory. Richfield had one man out there that could have made the tackle when they missed it. Easily picked up the first down.
Dakota Curtis took a chance at a shoestring tackle, but unable to trip him up. Had he been able to do that, they would have stopped him short, but a big fourth down play for the Bears.
So Summit on the move here on the initial drive of the ball game. They've moved from their own 20 down to the Wildcat 34-yard line. Quick pass on the screen to the right side, and again they pick up a lot of positive yardage. I think
that's Dodge on the reception.
So the Bears now quickly get into formation. It'll be 2nd down and 5. The ball at the 29-yard line of Richfield. They have to get to the 24 for the first down. Briggs calling for the snap, takes a snap, he keeps it himself, faked like he was going to give it to Brown, and Talmadge cut off the left, but a 2-yard pickup. And it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
This Richfield defense has put the Bears in almost looked like it was going to be a 3-and-out to start this drive, and they had a big 3rd and 8 play. Then 4th down, fake punt, successful.
Casey Briggs, quarterback, quick screen pass again out to Dodge. On the right of Dodge, breaks a tackle. When he does, he cuts upfield and picks up the first down.
Yeah, needed about 4 and able to get about 6.
This drive started at their own 20-yard line. So far, Summit has picked up 4 first downs. They've moved it down to the 24-yard line of Richfield. And Casey Briggs this time gives to Brown. Brown cuts his way up the middle. He's inside the 20, down to the 16, maybe 17. Well, they're going to mark it at the 18.
Yeah, give him a gain of about 6 yards.
So 2nd down and 4 for Summit. Casey Briggs, quarterback, calling for the football. Snap comes. They give it to Brown. Brown's going to cut off the left side. Lots of room. And he's going to be brought down by Curtis. No, that was Riddle. Riddle knifed in and brought him down short of the first down. What a great defensive play by Riddle.
Yeah, if he gets by Riddle, it's nothing but daylight and a touchdown. Riddle, big stop there for a short gain of a yard.
So 3rd down and 3 for Summit. So far, they've been able to pick them up even on a fake punt, a 4th down. On a very impressive opening drive here by Summit. Casey Briggs calling for the football. Long count this time, a little longer than normal, trying to draw Richfield off sides. Now the snap does come. Back to throw. He's hit as he throws, has a man over the center, but he was hit right as he let the football go, and it's going to be 4th down and 3.
Yeah, Dakota Curtis there for the Wildcats. Also Cade Jensen. And give those two credit because Briggs had to unload that a lot sooner than he'd like to. Had a receiver in the end zone, but just overthrew him.
That was Colin Dodge, who was open right under the goalpost.
Going for it.
Casey Briggs on the 4th down and 3. Second 4th down try of this drive. And now a whistle, and timeout will be taken by who?
Summit.
Richfield.
Oh,
Richfield takes, Richfield took timeout. 4th down and 3. We'll take a break and come back with more here from Summit Academy, as this is a Riverstone Plumbing and Heating timeout.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best 2-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
Robinson.
Big 4th down.
All right, Rich Barton, Rick Robinson here on Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom. 4th down and 3 for Summit. Deep in Richfield territory around the 18, maybe 17-yard line. Casey Briggs calling with a snap for the football, trying to draw Richfield offside. Now rolling out to his right, wanting to throw. Gonna plant, throws the ball. It's intercepted. Richfield's got it at the 20 and brought down. That interception by Richfield was by Jason Tambrizia.
Big play there. Richfield able to put some pressure again on Briggs and underthrew his receiver, and nice interception by Tim Breeza.
Summit with an impressive drive that started their own 20-yard line. They picked up 4 first downs before the interception right around the 15-yard line.
A good defensive start for the Wildcats.
They'll start from their own 25-yard line in a scoreless game here. And 4-year starter at the quarterback, Emmett Hafen, calls for the football. Emmett with a quick pass on the flat, overthrown, and it's going to be second down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Emmett had a receiver on that quick pass, Gavin Brown, but overthrew him.
Now, this Summit Academy team led the region in defense. Everybody talked about how good North Sampy was because it's terrific North Sampy defense. But at the end of the day, Summit gave up the fewest points.
And, only team to shut Richfield out at home in Richfield.
Hafen with 2 receivers, 3 out to the right. Now sends a man in motion and wanting to keep the ball and cut upfield. And not much gain if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a stingy Summit defense. Very difficult to establish a ground attack against this team. And that time, Hafen able to gain 1 yard.
Third down and 9 for the Cats, deep in their own territory, around their own 27-yard line. No score in the ball game. Summit had the ball much of this first period, put together a drive from their own 20-yard line. This is initial possession of the ball game for this Richfield team. They're looking at third down and 9. Hafen in shotgun formation. Wanting to throws over the middle. Intended for a receiver. That was Winters, and no flag on that.
Winters had both hands of the defender around his waist before the ball got there.
Let's look at this here on replay.
He's looking for a flag, and
Timed very well. And now Hafen will punt here as Richfield's going to be a 3-and-out. And that's really a key, in my opinion, to this game. They cannot have a lot of these 3-and-outs if they want to have a chance to beat this talented team. Hafen drops the football, picks it up, does get the kick away, but it was partially blocked. He still gets a great kick. Unbelievable. Now picked up quickly by Clausen, and Clausen takes it from his 40 out to the 43-yard line. Now a flag comes. I did not think that they touched the football, and the official then threw the flag.
I think Hafen's pointing that this one's on the Bears.
Well, it was the punt. The punt went. And had he blocked it, I don't think it would have gone that far. Hafen did fumble the football. Now they're going to talk to the side judge. This is good officiating. They are trying to decide. And this will be an automatic first down. Roughing the passer does carry an automatic with it.
They'll give Richfield another chance to keep their first offensive drive alive. I'm glad to see him continue that. I felt like a missed play on the winner pass attempt.
If he touches the football, it is not a penalty. And so it was close, and the way the football went, if he touched it, he certainly didn't get much of it. But that doesn't matter if he got any part of it. Now Richfield on the 1st and 10 from their own 42. They give, I believe it's Riddle, and Riddle's going to be driven back after he picked up, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Probably no gain. And talking to Coach Hitchens about this Summit team, he made the comment, their corners are bigger than our linemen, their cornerbacks. And you look across the field here, that it is an impressive group of athletes with a lot of size.
If you just joined us on Mid-Utah Radio or Centricom, you can see it on Centricom. There is no score in the ball game. Initial possession of the football game for Richfield. Summit had it one time. They drove down to the Richfield 19, had an interception on a 4th down play. Now a blitz coming up to give us to Riddle. Riddle weaving his way through there, still fighting his way, and Riddle fighting very close to the first down. Riddle just would not go down. He kept driving his feet. The leading rusher for this Cat team showed why he's the leading rusher.
Well, he ran over a couple guys, then he dragged a a pretty good-sized linebacker an additional 4 yards to bring up a 3rd and 1.
And this is where every team likes to be on a 3rd and short, as Richfield does cross into Summit territory at the 49-yard line.
Not a very generous spot. I thought he had enough for the first down, but they mark him a yard short.
Emmett Hafen, shotgun formation, has 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Riddle just left of him. Hafen wanting to pass, throws over, the ball's up, and it's caught! It could go! Anderson, he's down in for a touchdown! Richfield on a 49-yard touchdown pass play on a 3rd and 1. Hafen showing why he's a 4-year starter.
Yeah, and a great route there by Jordan Anderson across the middle. Hafen with the perfect pass, and Anderson with his speed, able to take it all the way to the house for a big play, as we talked about in the pregame. Richfield needs the big play, and they start their first drive with a 49 touchdown.
And Richfield has done something they did not do in the first game. They did not score against Summit. They did have a touchdown called back that would have put them ahead 6-0. And Jalmain with the kick, and is it good?
Good.
It is good. So we'll take a break with Richfield leading 7-0 here. We'll be back.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
And here's the replay there, Rich. You can watch this replay. Anderson catches it right at the 35-yard line. And when he got around the end there was nobody going to catch him. Anderson, one of the fastest players on Richfield's team.
And Hafen hitting him right in stride. Richfield able to do what they were unable to do in the first outing, being shut out. They were able to score on their opening offensive drive.
And Jalmain getting set to kick for Richfield. Last time he kicked it out of the end zone. And he's going to kick it, and it's going to go deep. Going to be taken. Again, he'll go in the end zone. Jalmain with 2 kickoffs in the end zone. Tell you what, he's only played football since the start, since August.
He's a soccer player.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he has shown a lot of abilities.
Hafen, that's his 24th touchdown of the season. Jordan Anderson with his 7th touchdown reception.
And now Summit will take over where they did last time. They start their own 20. They did pick up 4 first downs, put together a very nice drive. And Briggs calling for the football. Throws over the middle, and it's going to be caught for a first down and then some on a nice catch by J.T.
Kupich.
And Kupich had some big catches in Richfield.
He is another big target receiver, about 6'3".
And that's the 5th first down of this ball game for Summit here in the first period. The ball's marked out to the 42-yard line. Briggs calling for it. Now it throws out to Clausen. Clausen's got a screen out the left side, and Clausen breaks a tackle, then cuts forward for a couple yards. But obviously Summit has saw something. They have run that screen pass to the right and left.
Yeah, and Richfield's done a decent job defending it. Emmett Hafen and Britton Riddle there.
And now Summit will back up on a 2nd down and 8. The ball at their 39-yard line of Summit. Briggs sends 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Nobody the side of him. And setting up for a screen. Now Briggs wanting to throw. Still the time. Going to cut upfield. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
Wyatt Blackner, all 145 pounds, able to bring down the 215, 220-pound quarterback.
Blackner was injured much of the season. As the season's progressed, he's really come on the last couple weeks, the last 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, he hasn't played at full strength all season, but he's a gamer and he's gritty.
3rd down and 10 now. Now on a reverse to Clausen. Clausen's going out the wide side. Clausen very close to the first down, but I believe a couple of yards short. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 2 around the 46-yard line. Summit has gone for it 3 times in this game on 4th down, and they're going to go for it again here. 4th down and 1. Can Richfield, this would be a big momentum here. Summit has not punted. And I'd be surprised if it doesn't go to Brown or a keeper by Casey here. And it does go to Brown. Brown's going to cut up field, and Brown easily picks up the first down and then some.
Just running behind that big line, a couple of 275-pounders there, and they were able to get the push needed to move the chains for the Bears.
So the 4th first down of this game, 4th time they've gone for it on 4th down. They picked up 3 of the 4. And now Briggs calling for the football here. And again, give to Brown. Brown again up the middle. This time Brown's going to pick up 2-3 yards as he crosses into Richfield territory at the 49-yard line. Richfield leading 7-0 here on a 49-yard touchdown pass from Hafen to Anderson. And now the Bears on a move on a drive that started from their own 20-yard line. They've crossed the Richfield territory, 2nd down and 8. Briggs calling for the football. Brown just to the right of him. Now Briggs wanting to throw. Has a man, is easily caught. And that's Dodge. And Dodge has the first down around the 36-yard line.
Yeah, gain of about 14 there. Dodge wide open near the near sideline.
And now a penalty will bring that back. And I did not see what he called.
It must have been holding.
He called holding.
I didn't see it either.
And that holding will negate a big gain. And even though it's only a 10-yard penalty, it's much more than that because it's a spot foul, plus it negates the pickup. Of course, some people would argue that the pickup is aided by that, but nonetheless, it is very, very hurts because it's where the spot of the penalty.
Yeah, gonna be a 2nd and is that about 24?
Yeah, it's the 2nd penalty on Summit. They had a roughing the punter, and that one also was painful. Now Briggs wanting to throw down, has a man down, is caught for the first down, and he breaks the tackle. JT has it around the 30, down to the 25, to the 20, and out of bounds. Cappick just caught it on a run. Briggs delivered the pass, and that was a terrific pass.
Yeah, that was about a 45-yard gain on that downfield pass play.
7th first down of this first quarter for Summit. 3rd one on this drive, the start from their own 20-yard line. They're able to overcome a holding call here so far. Now Briggs is going to keep it. He's going to go up the middle, and Briggs is going to be tackled inside the 10, right around the 7-yard line, maybe 8.
Yeah, gain of about 13 right up the middle for Briggs on the quarterback keeper, and he's a tough man to bring down as he runs over a couple people.
7-0, Richfield with the lead. Summit threatening at the Wildcat 8-yard line. Briggs with Brown behind him, the single setback. And the handoff is to Brown. Brown's going to veer off to the left side. He weaves his way inside the 5. He's in very close for the touchdown, and it's going to be 2nd down and goal right around the 1-yard line.
Unable to quite find the end zone, but nice hole created there for Brown to the outside as he is able to get the Bears here threatening for a score.
Summit. Briggs calling for the football, gives to Brown up the middle, and Brown goes in easily for the touchdown. And Talmadge Brown, who's a very impressive runner, lots of talent, had, in my opinion, one of the most outstanding returns I've ever seen. Last time when they played in Richfield, it was a 95-yarder, but it was impressive, and now gets a touchdown easy here. Chance to tie the game here. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick looks good. And Jared Arlenio looks like gets it in, and it ties the game at 7. Richfield getting set to receive the football, And here in the first period, with 1:51 to go, it's Summit Academy 7, Richfield 7.
Monroe Family Medicine Revere Health will accommodate you with personalized primary, acute, and chronic care. They provide in-house x-rays, blood draws, and EKGs. They do all types of physicals like CDL, school, sports, and missionary, to name just a few. Nurse practitioners Jason Okerlund and Drake Mason and their staff are proud to serve all of Sevier County. For patient care and concern at its finest, visit Monroe Family Medicine, 568 South Main, Monroe. Call 527-8866, 527-8866.
Welcome back here, and Summit, who's gone for it on fourth downs here today, and they've made 3 of them. Only one of them did they have an interception. And I'll tell you what, if you can go for it on 4th downs and make them, but it can be big momentum swings.
That last scoring drive near midfield with a 4th and 2, they were able to keep that touchdown drive alive.
Anderson takes it to 7, breaks a tackle, about the 10, trying to break another tackle. Now he does lose it. It's picked up by Summit. They're going to go in for a touchdown. Are they going to rule it down?
No, it's touchdown. They were trying to rip that ball out of Anderson's hands as he was scooping and fighting for an extra yard or 2. They ripped it right out of his hands.
That was Jefferson who did that.
And it was ripped out of his hands, fell right into the hands.
I thought he fumbled it.
No, it was a legitimate fumble. He got stripped.
And what a tough momentum break for Richfield. But for Summit, a big play here. Trying to extend their lead now, 14-7. Snap is down. The kick is up. It looks good, and the flag comes down. And they're going to call encroachment on Richfield. So it doesn't matter whether or not it's good. Summit has no choice. And you're saying, why would they have a choice on it? Well, no, I guess they're going to. You can't have an encroachment and give them a choice on it. That's a dead ball. Interesting. I guess they did give them the points. Dead ball, encroachment. And they're going to have to redo it. When the official signaled it was good, I was just amazed by that because an encroachment is a dead ball. And they do bring it back now. But they moved the football to the 1.5-yard line from the 3. Will Summit still go for 2? No, they're going to come in. No, they do bring it. They're still going to kick.
PAT.
And Richfield getting players off the field here on this try. A lot of confusion there because the referee did signal it was good, but they got it right. Kick is down. It looks good. It is good. So it's 14-7 Summit here in the first period. Richfield set to receive the kickoff. We'll be back.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions' dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back here. And Rich?
Yeah, costly special teams turnover results in immediate points for the Bears, who put up 14 points within less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, and Anderson was trying to pick up yards. He had a nice return, but I tell you could see Summit was trying to strip the ball, and they did. Now this kick looks like it'll go in the end zone, and it does. And in high school, the second that ball crosses the goal line, whether it's touched or
bounces back,
it's a dead ball.
Right.
So Richfield will now take over at their own 20-yard line. Last time they started at their own 25, they were able to pick up 1 first down, and then it was a 49-yard touchdown pass to Jordan Anderson for the touchdown.
Richfield needing to play mistake-free football to beat this Summit team. Not able to do that on the last kickoff.
Hafen in shotgun formation, has Riddle to the left of him. Wanting to throw, fakes right, comes back, being pressured, rolls out, throws.
Ooh, nearly intercepted.
Yeah, and they had 4 different players around 2 receivers that were honestly too close to each other.
Yeah, good coverage by the Bears. That time I thought maybe Hafen had put his head down and run. He had a little bit of running room to the outside.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 from their own 20-yard line for Richfield. 1:34 to go in the first period here in Bluffdale. That's Summit Academy High School. 3A playoff football. Rich Barton, Rick Robinson with Barrett Hilton doing the production work for us. Hope you're enjoying this simul broadcast on Centricom Channel 10 and on Mid-Utah Radio. Emmett calling for the football. Fakes the handoff, then cuts off the right side and does pick up maybe 1 or 2 yards. But I'll tell you what, Summit defense is showing why they led the region in defense.
Yeah, they pretty much every opponent, they are able to take away the ground attack and force you to go through the air, which they have some very athletic defensive backs.
Well, their nose tackle, Cameron Fisher, 275 pounds, and he's just hard to move out of the way. And Hafen.
He's probably closer to 300 pounds, probably.
And Hafen calling for the football. Rolling out to the right, being pressured, throws down, and the ball was thrown low enough that had he had that higher, it would have been intercepted. It's going to be 4th down and 8 for Richfield.
Yeah, again, that was excellent defensive coverage downfield by Summit.
And now Richfield looking like they're going to punt the ball as Clausen will go deep along with Dodge. And Hafen, who is the punter, I do not believe that Richfield would fake it here, but Hafen always a threat. The leading rusher for Richfield a year ago, much different role this year. And now the kick is actually about the same as the last time. Didn't face near the pressure, and the ball ends up almost the same spot, the 39-yard line.
That one went off the side of his foot too, but pretty good bounces downfield.
But Summit so far has not been stopped. They've had 2 long drives from their own 20-yard line. They have 8 first downs, and now they take over from their own 38-yard line. Richfield really needs to come up with some kind of stops here.
Well, and we've seen some situations where Richfield gets them into a 4th down, and have done some good things. Just some big plays in 3rd and long and 4th down for the Bears.
Now Summit had 12 men on the field, and now they bring one off. It must be blood on the arm.
Saw the official do a cartwheel tumble out there. I wasn't sure what tripped, I guess.
Not sure. Clausen goes in motion for Summit. Handoff is to Talmadge Brown in the backfield. He jukes. He looked like he'd be tackled for a loss. Makes a nifty move. He does pick up just a couple yards, but that was all just an impressive run.
Yeah, he made Casey Giddings miss. Casey had an opportunity behind the line of scrimmage. Dylan Sorensen able to bring him down after a 2-yard gain.
So 2nd down and 8 from their own 40-yard line, leading 14-7 over Richfield. Summit. Briggs calling for the football. Wanting to go left, then turns right. He has a man. Wow. It's going to be caught. And that's Dodge. And Dodge is going to go down and brought down finally inside the 10.
Yeah, that's going to be about a 50-yard reception as Dodge was able to get past a Richfield defender for a big play.
And he was on the right side when he caught the football. Had he been able to catch it on a run, he would have scored. And that, I believe, ends the first quarter here. Summit leading Richfield 14-7. They are threatening at the Wildcat, 10-yard line, maybe closer than that. We'll be back.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home. For intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centracom.com to upgrade your internet today.
Okay, welcome back here. Rich Barton, Rick Robinson is our Elevate Oral scoreboard update is Summit 14, Richfield 7. And our Mason Machinery first downs, Summit with 9 first downs here throughout the first period. As they're going to go here on a 1st and 10. They did mark him down at the 12-yard line, so he must have stepped out of bounds there. Calling for the football. Out, the quick pass to Clausen. Clausen catches it. Then he's going to get in for the end zone on a 12-yard touchdown reception.
Clausen not defended very closely on that pass play. Had some space after the catch and plenty of room to run that all the way in.
You can see Clausen catches it right around the 14. Then he weaves his way using the blocker to get in for the touchdown. And Summit will get set to kick here, as that was an Apex Foot and Ankle Institute end zone there that they reached there. Want to thank for new or old sports injuries and ankle and foot pain, bunions, and hammer toes or toenail problems. Go to Apex there in Richfield. And the kick is good. It's 21-7 Summit. Richfield will get set to receive the kickoff. We'll be back.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Sevier Valley Hospital supports our local athletes, not only during the game, but when they need some help to get back into it too. Our own team of starters includes physicians who specialize in orthopedic and general surgery, ENT, podiatry, family and internal medicine, pain management, and other areas of care. And they work to repair sports and everyday injuries right at our hospital, helping to keep both our athletes and their fans close to home for your care. Sevier Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Summit getting set to kick off here. Go in the end zone, and Richfield will take over at their own 20-yard line. So Richfield's had the ball for the 3rd time in the ball game. And they've started their own 25, their own 20 twice. One time they had it on a kickoff, and so far it's been the turning point of this game. Richfield trying to get it out, and they fumbled, and Summit picked up the football and raced 17 yards in for the touchdown when the game was tied at 7.
Briggs in the regular season threw for nearly 2,200 yards, and tonight he's already at 140 here with plenty of time to go in the first half. 11:53.
Hafen in shotgun formation. Riddle just on the left side of him. He has 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll send Anderson in motion. And they give to Riddle. Riddle's going to go out the right side. He's going to roll forward. He's going to be out to the 25, maybe 26, depending on where they spot the football. And they did give him out to the 27-yard line.
One of the positive runs for the Richfield offense is they only have 15 rushing yards so far in this first half.
Well, Riddle has most of those 15 because he had one other long run.
Two of those runs count for 12 of the 15.
Well, I was going to say it had to be Riddle with the yardage there, Rich. And now Hafen on a 2nd down and 3 from their own 27-yard line, trailing 21-7. And they give to Riddle, and Riddle wants to go on the left side, and this time Summit will have nothing doing on that. Riddle's going to lose a yard back to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, no room to run as that Bear defense had Richfield stretched out there for a loss of 1.
Well, in the Deseret News, you have Morgan number 1, Grantsville number 2, Summit number 3. I do not understand those rankings. In the Mid-Utah radio rankings, Morgan's number 1, Summit number 2. I have always voted Summit number 1, and this Summit team so far has been very impressive.
I'd go Summit, Juan Diego, and North Stampede 1, 2, 3.
So would I. I guess we'll find out, though. Now, Hafen on a 3rd down and 4. Wants to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended
looking downfield for
Brown.
Gavin Brown. Again, tight coverage, no room to make that reception. Going to bring up another punting situation for the Wildcats.
So it's going to be 4th down and 4. The ball at their own 26-yard line. Hafen will show a punting situation here. And Dodge and Clausen will go deep for the Summit Academy team. Hafen's had one punt where he was roughed, and it actually went better than his last one, but Hafen, a very capable punter. This time a low, again, bouncing at the 50. Now it's going to go down the 45 and the 40, and it's going to be picked up by Dodge, and Dodge will pick up a couple yards.
And that'll be good field position for the Bears, taking over on their own 41, 42.
And Summit last time went from their own 38-yard line. They picked up one first down and just made it look way easy.
Yeah, their receivers have been able to get some separation beyond the Richfield defensive backs, beat them a few times deep.
Our Sorensen 11 insurance stat check. Visit Sorensen in Richfield or Salina. 9 first downs for Summit. Now they give to Brown. Brown's on the sweep on the left side, and he's going to pick up another first down. That'll be a Mason Machinery first down as he crosses into Richfield territory. And it's going to be the 10th Mason Machinery first down. And Eric Mason, his staff, Eric, I officiated with several times this year. He laughed because he said, "You wouldn't say that." I said, "Oh, yes." We've done several games together. He's an outstanding high school official.
Gain of 11 on first down.
Also, they have a great company, Mason Machinery. Now, quick screen pass. It's going to be out, and it's caught. And cutting up field is Ashton Brady.
That'll be a short gain of 3 on Brady's reception.
You want to join us for our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show? We'll have an Elevate Oral scoreboard update at that time. Rich will keep us updated. Now, give us to Brown, and Talmadge is going to pick up the first down. A flag comes from the umpire. Generally, that's in a holding territory, and he did signal holding.
Yeah, a hold that probably wasn't necessary there, as Brown was en route to a big gain, was going to move the chains, but this one will go the other direction.
In the game in Richfield, if you had any negatives with Summit against Richfield, is they did have, I think, 6 holding calls, and in this game they've had 2. It's hard to put many negatives on a 33-0 win, but,
right.
I mean, that's still just what they had. So now the ball's moved back to the 46-yard line. It's going to be second down, 17, and the quarterback, Briggs, wants to keep it, and then finally out of nowhere and bringing him down for a short loss. Briggs is looking over the sideline, says, "I'm not sure what that was." There was some confusion on that play.
Yeah, that and Briggs going to lose probably about, what do you say, 3 on that, Rick?
Back to the 42-yard lines where they actually mark him. Blackner was who made the tackle for Richfield. Wyatt, just a junior. Now Briggs calling for the KC, back to throw, stepping up, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. And by far, this is the best defensive series of this game for Richfield. I do not believe that Summit will go for it on this 4th down. They have gone for it 4 times today. They have made it 3 of those 4 times, but they've all been much, much closer.
Dylan Sorensen there first, and Wyatt Blackner laying on the pop to bring him down. And Wyatt might not weigh very much, but when he hits somebody, even somebody that weighs about 60 pounds more than he lays it on him pretty good.
That was back-to-back. Gavin Brown sacks by Blackner. Now Gavin takes it, and immediately he's brought down. What great special teams play by Summit as Brown got it around the 18, tried to cut up the 19, And then he's brought down.
You know, first punt, took quite a while to see a Bears punt, and good coverage downfield on that punt.
So Richfield will now take over.
8:03 to go here in the first
They're
half.
19. Richfield has 1 first down in this game. That was a roughing the punter penalty. That is the only first down, and that's a Mason Machinery first down. It's 21-7. Summit with the lead. The Wildcats do have a touchdown pass of 49 yards to Anderson from Emmett Hafen. And Hafen standing just around his 14-yard line. Quick pass over the middle. And it's going to be not caught there. Rich?
That was again, good coverage by the Bears there, and I was a little worried we might see an interception, as there were a couple Bears had a opportunity as Hafen tried to thread the needle there to Anderson.
Yeah, on our TV you could see he just stood there and threw it. He didn't move. He just quickly threw it. It looked like a new wrinkle Richfield was trying. And if you notice, Hafen goes over to the Coach Hitchens every play and gets his play from the coach directly. 2nd down and 10 from their own 19. Summit showing a blitz. They do bring a blitz. Now over, and it's going to be caught for a first down as Richfield gets a big play there.
In bait on the reception, gain of about 15.
And the second first down of this game by Richfield, the first one not by a penalty, is the Cats with a pretty play there. And that's going to be a Mason Machinery first down.
And Hafen hasn't had a lot of wide open receivers that time, even in pretty tight coverage, making a nice pass across the middle, nice reception by In-Bait.
And when you say not many open receivers, Summit has been really, really impressive defensively here. Of course, they did lead the region. Now, blitz coming from the outside to give is up the middle, and it's going to be brought back as Riddle will probably lose a yard on the spot, maybe 2.
Yeah, loss of 2. There's nobody there to create any open holes for Riddle.
And they move it back to the 32-yard line. So Richfield looking at a 2nd down and 12 from their own 32. And now Hafen looking at this Summit defense. And Hafen going to give it to Riddle. Riddle's going to veer to the left side, breaks a tackle, spins across the 35 out to the 40. Well short of a first down, but a nice run by Britton Riddle.
Yeah, give Riddle a gain of about 7 on 2nd down, going to bring up a much more manageable 3rd and 5. This Richfield team down 2 starting receivers as they lost Drayton Robinson to injury, and also Rappley, who went out early in the season, Braxton Rappley. So Hafen without 2 of his senior starter receivers here in these last weeks of the season.
They also lost a lineman to a broken leg this week.
Lost Haya, too, as another key lineman.
Now, Hafen wanting to pass, pump fake, throws over, and it looked like it could have been intercepted, but it's not, intended for Winters. And so it's going to be 4th down and 4. The ball at the 40-yard line of Richfield. They have to get out to the 44 for the first down. Trailing 21-7, I'm sure they're going to punt it this time.
Yeah, that ball thrown slightly behind Winters.
6:02 to go in the first half here. Clock does stop on the incomplete pass. Summit sends Clausen and Dodge deep as they have. And Hafen will get the kickoff. And this best kick he's had, it was high up, gave good coverage for Richfield. The ball's going to bounce right around the 34, and it's going to go back to the 35, and Richfield downs it. Summit will take over with 5:53 to go in the first half. And Elevate Oral, our scoreboard update is Summit 21, Richfield 7. We also had North Sanpete leading 14-0. Now, we know that score's not, it'll be updated at halftime, but that's our Elevate Oral scoreboard. Elevate Oral, the facial surgery, Dr. Barton there in Richfield. Just a terrific person. Does a great job. We're glad to have him in Richfield. does all your oral surgeries for you. Now, Briggs hands off to Brown. Talmadge is tackled. No, he gets up, and Talmadge was hit about 3 or 4 times before he was brought down. He's going to lose 1 yard from the 35 back to the 34-yard line.
Hafen able to get a hold of his ankle and bring him down for a loss of 1. And Brown trying to make something out of nothing, spinning and diverting directions, but Wildcats able to bring him down for a loss.
Casey Briggs calm for the football. He'll send 3 receivers to the right. Pitches back to Brown. Brown wanting to throw. Talmadge throws it up in the air, and it's going to be into double coverage. Good defense by the Cats that time, as Dodge went high for it. Looked like he had a chance, but I thought the coverage was really good by Richfield.
Good coverage, and Brown, give him credit on that halfback pass. He threw it there and gave his receiver an opportunity to come down with it.
Well, that's how Summit scored on their 92-yard pass in Richfield, was a halfback pass on the 3rd down and 8. They threw a 92-yard pass in Richfield.
3rd and 11.
Briggs calling for the football. Back to pass. Has time. Going to step forward. Floats it over the middle, and it could be intercepted. No.
Great play by Winters to go up high and deflect that, not giving the receiver a chance.
3rd down and 11 here. Now 4th and 11 from their own 34-yard line, and a nice tip there.
Winters showing his length and reach going up high to deflect that.
Brown for Richfield will go back deep, as Gavin has done some quarterbacking for Richfield, but been the deep man much of the time. What an unbelievable high punt. Brown takes it with no fair catch and falls forward at the 20-yard line. What a terrific punt there, though, by Summit. That ball went high in the air. We'll give credit there to Summit's Mason Schaefer. That was an incredible punt.
Rarely in high school do you see the hang time on a punt that we just saw there.
So now Richfield will take over at their own 21-yard line. They have started this game at their own 25, their own 20, their own 20, 19, and now 21-yard line. So it's been kind of a broken record, haven't I, Rich?
It'll be important for Wildcats if they can finish this half with momentum and a score with 4:58 to go in the half.
Emmett Hafen calling for the football. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it. Cut to the right side. Hafen spins. Hafen's got some room. He's got the 1st down. He's at the 40, the 45, the 50, into Summit territory. At the 40, the 35, and out of bounds around the 30. Emmett Hafen, who was the leading rusher for Richfield last year, showed some of those skills here.
55 yards. We're hoping that he could get it. There was one man to beat, and he had a blocker ahead of him. We're hoping that blocker could get a little push and create a little room. Hafen was driven out of bounds at the 25. Huge play for the Wildcats.
And, of course, that's another Mason Machinery 1st down. They have the business, they have farming business, they have equipment, prices, and financing that assures you success. On a 1st and 10 at the Summit 25-yard line. Hafen calling for the ball, throws over the middle. It's caught, and I believe it's Bate. We'll have to pick up who it was. Very close to the 1st down. And it was Ian Bate.
Yeah, nice 1st down pass play will result in about an 8-yard reception.
So they marked the forward progress down to the 20. Well, they actually give him 9 yards, Rich, when they give the forward progress.
Okay. Yeah.
And
just the 3rd pass completion of the half for the Wildcats.
Down to the 17-yard line of Summit. Summit leading 21-7. The Cats on a move here on a drive that started at their own 21-yard line. 2nd down and 1 at the Summit 17-yard line. Emmett Hafen. Certainly no hurry for Richfield. They do not want to give the ball back to Summit if they can score and not give back, but they'll throw. Anderson's open. Anderson has a touchdown. Emmett Hafen to Anderson for the 2nd time in this game from 22 yards out.
22 yards and a nice route by Anderson. Nice play call by Coach Hitchens. 2nd touchdown reception of this game for Jordan Anderson.
And I tell you what, Richfield really was out of sync. Summit had all sorts of control of this game. And just like that, you didn't really see it coming. Emmett Hafen with a long run and then a pass, and Richfield creeps back into the ball game. The kick is up, and it's good. Jalmain with the kick. It's 21 for Summit. They will be receiving the football. Plenty of time for them to score. Richfield has cut the lead as they've got it back to 14. 21-14. We'll be back.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
And that was the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute End Zone. They're on Main Street in Richfield, accepting all major insurance. For new or old sports injuries, visit Apex Foot and Ankle Institute. And I tell you, Emmett came back. He showed why he's one of the leading athletes in 3A football, because he puts together an incredible run and then a pass that you just didn't see coming.
55-yard run to get in Bear territory, and then a nice 22-yard pass play to Jordan Anderson.
But for Summit, there's still lots of time and a half. 3:46 is lots of time for this Summit team. And they have been very impressive most of the day on offense. Now the kick is going to be taken. I believe it was Dodge right around the 10, the 12, and out on the right side. A nice return out across the 30. As I tell you what, Summit just has impressive athletes. They've done a lot of impressive things. I've seen them. This is the second time this year against Richfield, and they do things that not all teams are able to do.
Well, and the first outing in Richfield was a defensive first half with Summit going in the locker room with a 12-0 lead. We've seen a lot more scoring, 21-14 here with still time to put points on the board.
Now, Bears from Casey Briggs from shotgun formation. Does a little pitch at the middle. And I thought maybe he dropped it, but not. Clausen took that.
He did a good job catching that cleanly.
Clausen took 3 or 4 of those in Richfield. After Summit got way ahead of Richfield, that play worked much better. But the first few times they ran it, Richfield defended it. And this time, Richfield defended that pretty nicely.
Yeah, for actually a loss of 1.
So 2nd down, 11 from their own 29-yard line. Clock does continue to run. 3:08 to go here in the first half. Briggs gives to Brown. Brown weaves his way through some tacklers. He's got the first down and then a few yards as he just weaved his way through tacklers that looked like he might be stopped any way along the line.
Yeah, gain of 14.
That's the 11th Mason Machinery first down of this first half for Summit.
They go into a hurry-up offense here.
Casey Briggs calling for it. Richfield was still shuffling around. Briggs wants to throw out, and the pass is thrown down. And and I did not see that.
I don't know if that's a catchable ball.
Well, it doesn't matter whether it's catchable. I thought maybe they could have called a push-off. That, to me, would have been incidental. But nonetheless, Bishop was right there. Catchable is a non-factor in high school.
Yeah, this is going to end up being very beneficial for the Bears.
And they're going to wave it off. In my opinion, that's a good wave off because you look on the replay, I could not see, there's no way I would have called pass interference. And the push off on this side, look right here, there's just not much to that.
Yeah, that was as much of an offensive push off as the defender was the one that got moved out of the way.
There are times when I say wave it off is not good, and it's good you throw it, then you can discuss it. That was this officiating crew, for the most part, has really, I thought, done a great job discussing things. Been a terrific.
2nd and 10.
Now, back to throw again as Briggs throws over the middle, intended for Clausen, intercepted. It's Winners. He's at the 40, the 45. He crossed into Summit territory, the 50, the 45 of Summit, and Richfield will have a chance to go in here in the and maybe cut into this lead before the first half comes to a close.
Briggs, as much as he airs it out in the regular season, had 9 interceptions, has 2 so far tonight, and big interception by Nathan Winters. Richfield takes over on the Summit 43-yard line with time here with 2:38 to go to see if they can tie this game up.
Appreciate Barrett Hilton with his camera work, giving us that replay along with Levi Naylor doing the camera, Barrett doing the production. Now, quick pass out, and flags fly. That's going to go against Richfield. I don't believe they had enough men on the line of scrimmage as Richfield picks up 7-8 yards, but I do think they'll take that back.
Yeah, that's not good for Richfield. His stingy Bear defense, it's tough to move the chains, even tougher when you're looking at a 1st and 15.
Summit has had 3 penalties on them today. That is the first penalty on Richfield. So really a well-played game today by both these teams. The penalties on Summit have been huge, though. No question they've been a factor, the roughing the punter penalty. But there's no question they hit the punter. Is whether or not they touch the football. And now on a first down, the good news for Richfield is they do get the down over again. The bad news, they lost 5 yards, so it's first down and 15 at the Summit 48-yard line. And now the keep is by Hafen. Emmett cuts his way upfield's going to pick up
3 yards.
Yep. And timeout will be taken, I believe, by Summit. We'll have to see. No, he's signaling Richfield. No, he did. Summit has taken timeout. And that will be, let's give credit here. We want to take a Riverstone Plumbing and Heating timeout. We'll be back with Summit leading 21-14.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best 2-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
And Rich Barton, Rick Robinson welcome you back on a gorgeous afternoon here in Bluffdale at Summit High School. 62 degrees. When the game started, it was 60. We've actually moved up to 62 degrees. The sun is out. I mean, you can't get better football weather than this, Rich.
No, great game here for all who were able to watch it here or watch it on Centricom.
And to our listeners on Mid-Utah Radio, 21-14, Summit with the lead, Richfield with the football. 2:02 to go in the first half. Richfield looking at 2nd down and 13 at the Summit 46-yard line. Hafen rolling out to his left, plants, throws over the middle. He's got Winters, it's under, it's caught! Winters has it around the 10-yard line. Oh my goodness, I thought it was underthrown. Winters made an adjustment, and Nathan came back and caught it.
Yeah, nice pass by Hafen. 36 yards on that pass play.
So now Richfield picks up their 4th first down here. Mason Machinery first down. The ball's marked at the 12-yard line of Summit. And Summit took time out, so that actually aids Richfield now, as that gives them some time here. Richfield with 2 timeouts left, as does Summit, at the 12-yard line. And Richfield getting players where they want positioned. Riddle to the right, and Emmett looking over the coach, it looks like, and Richfield's going to have to take a timeout.
Yeah.
Richfield looked like they were confused what they wanted, and Coach Hitchens is calling them over. Anyway, nonetheless, it's 1st and 10 at the Summit 12-yard line, 21-14 Summit. Cats are threatening with 1:29 to go in the first half. We'll be back.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
And Rick Robinson, welcome you back here. And
this will be huge if Richfield can finish this drive with the touchdown, as they will actually receive the kickoff to start the third quarter.
Coming off a Riverstone Plumbing and Heating timeout here. Riverstone Plumbing and Heating in Sevier Valley. And Hafen on a 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line, calling for the ball, throws down, has a man open, and Winters couldn't come up with it. He was open in the end zone. You and I had a great look at it.
Excellent throw there. Winters, I don't know if he was a little worried about being too close to the out of bounds, but
well, we got to see that on the replay there. It was just well thrown. And now it'll be 2nd down and 10. Richfield trailing 21-7. Richfield led 7-0. They gave up 21 unanswered points. And then Richfield scored to cut the lead 21-14. They're threatening at the Summit 12-yard line. But this Summit defense did lead the region. Richfield's trying to get in here. Hafen going to roll out to his right, being pressured. He's going to get free. He's going to throw the ball. Has a man. It's caught by Anderson. Was he in?
Matter if he's in bounds or not. I don't see a signal.
They signaled he was out. Anderson did catch it. Let's take a look on the replay here.
A good job by Hafen there to avoid the sack and create the opportunity.
Taking a look here. Do we see Anderson down here? Anderson, the pass is going to be... he had
one foot down.
He had 1 foot down. The replay clearly shows Richfield was robbed on that play. No question on the replay. Holy cow, that is a big no call by the Cats. Just call it the way I saw it on the replay. So a 3rd down and 12. Both you and I noticed that immediately. And now back to pass. The pass is thrown down, and it's going to be intercepted. And what a difference a play makes. Richfield had a touchdown that was not counted. And back the other way, they throw an interception. Unbelievable break. And I don't blame the officials. It just breaks the game. It was very tight. What a tough break.
Tough break there. And Anderson did a good job on that to get the 1 foot down. But such are the breaks.
Yep, those are the breaks that go your way. And we have the luxury of a replay. They do not have that in the NFL. And now back to on the running play on the interception. Brown's got it, and Brown veers off to the right side. He's out to the 13-yard line with 1:01 to go. This Summit team is not one you can let up on. They're very capable going the length of the field with 1 minute to go here. And now Briggs rolling out, throws out, has a man. It's incomplete. And it's going to be 3rd down for Summit. The box is moving over there. I'm not sure what that box is doing.
I think he thought the pass was complete.
Yeah, it did appear that he thought it was caught. And the official brings him back. There are markers for the changes, but not the box. And now Briggs. Going to cut forward, and Briggs is going to be brought down and not pick up the 1st down with 37 seconds to go. And now timeout. They're signaling timeout for Richfield. Richfield's going to take timeout. Oh, what a tough break for Richfield. I take nothing away from it. The Richfield Wildcats had moved downfield. They threw a pass and a touchdown that just wasn't 1 foot in, and it was very, very close. I'm sure the official couldn't see it. And the very next play, they throw an interception. And I'll tell you what, there's lots of game left here, so anything can happen. But what a tough break when you're the underdog. You're just trying to get everything you can. And Summit now looking at a 4th down and 2 from their own, 16-yard line. And Richfield called timeout. We did not go out for a Riverstone Contractor timeout, but we will give credit to Riverstone Contractors. They're your full-service plumbing company with equipment and skills to perform timely, high-quality service for residential and commercial jobs. Call Pete at Riverstone Plumbing and Heating at 435-896-6264. Join us for our Jones and the Mill Engineering halftime show, as we'll give you all the updates here. As Summit is showing like they're going to punt. I think they will, but they do have one fake in this game.
Got to catch it clean.
And it's caught at the 40, down to the 45. Brown rolls his way to the 50, and as he gets across the 50, he is just rocked by this Summit team. I'll tell you what, Summit's very impressive with their tackling. And they're going to mark him, I would guess, right at the 50. And so Richfield at the 50-yard line with 22.9 seconds to go. Will they go for it here, Rich?
Well, not a bad idea to, see if you can get a Hafen to Winters or Hafen to Anderson downfield.
Richfield sends 3 receivers to the right, wanting to throw, and it's intended for Brown, and it's incomplete. Does stop the clock with 19.4 seconds to go. 21-14 for those on Mid-Utah Radio. And those viewing here on Centricom, we appreciate you being there. The Summit Academy Bears, the champions of Region 15, taking on Richfield, who took 5th in the region. But everyone would agree, a very competitive region from top to bottom. And now, Hafen on the 2nd down and 10. Being pressured, going to roll out to his right. Looking to throw, and he doesn't have time. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's at the 45 and brought down. Fumble. The ball's on the ground, and a fumble. And Summit has it with 5 seconds to go. Summit has the football.
And Hafen was rocked pretty good on that tackle. A little bit slow to get his bearings.
And the official's going to call a timeout. As Hafen is down, and Richfield really needs Hafen in this game. He's a difference maker, and Hafen's still on the ground. You just hope there's no concussion, anything like that. For either team, you want both teams to have their players. We're going to we're going to stay here. It looks like he's going to get up. Hafen, just an outstanding pitcher in baseball. And just a great basketball player, led Richfield in scoring last year. And, of course, at quarterback, one of the best athletes in 3A football.
One of the best athletes in 3A all seasons.
Yes, and you're right. I think he could scholarship in baseball somewhere and maybe football. And Hafen will go out as Richfield will bring their defense in. 5.5 seconds to go in the first half. Richfield trails this Summit team 21-14, and Summit will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Their chance to have Briggs take a shot deep here.
And no question they're capable here. Richfield's got to be very, very careful here. Briggs back to throw. Throws downfield intended for – and man, he's got him. It's caught. And then he's brought down.
And clock will run out, fortunately, for the Wildcats.
As it was Ashton Brady with a terrific catch down around the 15-yard line. Watch this replay here. He catches it right at the 15 and falls down at the 10. Holy cow, Summit with an impressive last play, but that ends our first half. We'll take a break here with Summit leading Richfield 21-14, and we'll come back with the Jones and Mill Engineering halftime show.
Monroe Family Medicine Revere Health will accommodate you with personalized primary, acute, and chronic care. They provide in-house x-rays, blood draws, and EKGs. They do all types of physicals like CDL, school, sports, and missionary, to name just a few. Nurse practitioners Jason Okerlund and Drake Mason and their staff are proud to serve all of Sevier County. For patient care and concern at its finest, visit Monroe Family Medicine, 568 South Main, Monroe. Call 527-8866, 527-8866.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions' dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole-home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Sevier Valley Hospital supports our local athletes, not only during the game, but when they need some help to get back into it too. Our own team of starters includes physicians who specialize in orthopedic and general surgery, ENT, podiatry, family and internal medicine, pain management, and other areas of care. And they work to repair sports and everyday injuries right at our hospital, helping to keep both our athletes and their fans close to home for your care. Sevier Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
And welcome back here to Bluffdale at Summit Academy, where this is the Jones and DeMille Engineering Halftime Show. Champions are propelled by dedication, teamwork, commitment, vision, and a desire to be their best. Your local award-winning engineering firm, that's Jones and DeMille Engineering, and it is a great company. I know all the owners. I just don't have enough but good things to say about Jones and DeMille Engineering. And Rich, do you have
just
an Elevate Oral scoreboard update?
Yeah, just you want stats or you want some of these?
You can give stats. We'll do our Sorensen Levitt stat check.
Well, for Summit Academy, their rushing attack, 21 carries for 101 yards. The bulk of that came from Talmadge Brown. Passing, Briggs was 11 of 18, 189 yards through the air. Summit a total of 290 yards total offense. For Richfield, on 10 carries, they had 75 yards through the air, 5 of 16 against that stingy defense by the Bears. Great coverage by their defensive backs. Richfield 123 yards through the air, total of 198 yards total offense. And Hafen to Anderson resulted in 2 touchdowns for the Wildcats. And as we we have the advantage of instant replay. I know the officials don't, but
and it was close. It was close.
But the Richfield receiver able to do a good job of getting the 1 foot clearly down. Missed call. Otherwise, we would go into the half tied 21-21 instead of down 21-14.
And as we're watching these plays here, Richfield really took. Let's update with what happened in the first half. It was Summit that took the opening kickoff. They picked up 4 first downs, and they drove down to the Richfield 15-yard line with a very impressive drive. They went for it on 3 fourth-down plays, and they picked up the first 2, but the third one was intercepted by Richfield. And then Richfield went down from their own 25-yard line. They looked like they were going to be 3 and out, but Hafen was roughed on a punt. So Richfield picked up the first down. Then they threw a 49-yard touchdown pass to Jordan Anderson, Hafen did. And the kick by Jalmain was good. It was 7-0 Richfield. Summit came back with an impressive drive. They picked up fourth down. They faked it on a 4th and 2 on a punt. They picked up the first down. They put together 4 more first downs. And Talmadge Brown tied the game with 1:51 to go the first period on a 1-yard run. Then on the ensuing kickoff, one of the big plays of this half, it was Richfield's and Jordan Anderson that took it out near the goal line. He did not get in the goal line or had been dead. He returned it out around the 17-yard line, and Adrie Jefferson from Summit knocked the ball loose. You could see Summit was trying to knock it loose. He did knock it loose, picked it up, raced 17 yards. So on the ensuing kickoff, Summit had recovered and took the lead 14-7. Then Summit did a 12-yard catch play and took the lead 21-7. Richfield came back with 3:46 to go in the first half on a 22-yard touchdown reception to Anderson again. It was 21-14, but Emmett Hafen had a 55-yard run earlier in that series, and that aided Richfield. Then one of the big plays of the game, Richfield came down, got down to the 12-yard line, and they had a pass to Anderson going out near the goal line, and it appeared on the replay to me that 1 foot was clearly in bounds. It was close. The officials, it had been a hard call. It did not appear there was anyone right there close to able to see that. Nonetheless, it was not a touchdown on the ensuing pass play. Summit intercepted, and that's why our score is 21-14 in favor of Summit. And keep in mind, this Summit team won the region undefeated for good reason. This is a very good Summit team. Richfield putting together a nice game. Their passing game, they were not able to score against Summit last time. They do have 14 points in this game.
Give Richfield a lot of credit to put 2 touchdowns and what would have been a third in a first half. There
was the replay, just barely.
Yeah, doing what doing what no one else has done against this Summit team in a first half all season. Give them a lot of credit because they're giving up a lot of size, a lot of speed, and especially a lot of depth because this Summit team, they don't have two-way players. They've got the depth that they can insert 22 starters. And Richfield with so many players playing both ways. One of the keys here, Rick, with the second half, important for Richfield to start off this opening offensive drive with the score. One of the things Summit has done all season is with their strength, size, and speed and depth is they've wore teams down, and those big linemen win that wear down in the second half against teams. And Richfield, being undermanned size-wise, going to have to be strong.
Keep in mind the game was 12-0 in Richfield. Then Summit came out, and it was Talmadge Brown, who put Richfield in trouble in Richfield. Well, let's take another break. Again, our halftime score we'll come back with is Summit 21, Richfield 14. We'll come back with our Elevate Oral scoreboard update and more stats.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Monroe Family Medicine Revere Health will accommodate you with personalized primary, acute, and chronic care. They provide in-house x-rays, blood draws, and EKGs. They do all types of physicals like CDL, school, sports, and missionary, to name just a few. Nurse practitioners Jason Okerlund and Drake Mason and their staff are proud to serve all of Sevier County. For patient care and concern at its finest, visit Monroe Family Medicine, 568 South Main, Monroe. Call 527-8866, 527-8866.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
And Rich Barton, Rick Robinson back here in Bluffdale at Summit Academy. Game time temperature was 60 degrees. It got up to 62. And right now we're 61. And it's still just outstanding sunshine. How's it get any better now?
Till the sun goes down.
Until the sun goes down. And we do have, I want to thank Elevate Oral. They're going to give us our scoreboard update. They do facial surgery in Richfield. They offer a full range of oral and facial surgery services. Take a first step to confidence and comfort. Call 287-4455. And Dr. Barton, I know him personally. He'll take great care of you. I just have nothing but good things with Dr. Barton there at Elevate Oral Surgery. We've all seen it on the north end of Richfield. And, Rich, do you have some score updates for us?
Yeah, Beaver 7, Delta 0, and that's the second quarter score. Final, South Summit 35, Enterprise 19. In the third quarter, with 3:56 to go in the third quarter, it's North Sanpete 21, Union 7. And
we did have a North Sanpete Morgan score. I think it was 13 to 8. Start of the third quarter. So,
and actually an update on the Beaver Delta. It's Beaver 20, Delta 8.
So, and Beaver had a 95-yard touchdown return here. This is the the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. Jones and DeMille, they support our youth in their efforts to develop new talents, passions, paving the way to success. That's Jones and DeMille Engineering. They're the second largest engineering firm in the state of Utah, and they just do a great job. And want to thank Jones and DeMille Engineering sponsoring our halftime show. And our score here at halftime: Summit 21, Richfield 14. And what's been a very entertaining first half of football. We'll take a final break, and we'll come back with the start of the second half as Richfield will be set to receive the football.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole-home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Sevier Valley Hospital supports our local athletes, not only during the game, but when they need some help to get back into it too. Our own team of starters includes physicians who specialize in orthopedic and general surgery, ENT, podiatry, family and internal medicine, pain management, and other areas of care. And they work to repair sports and everyday injuries right at our hospital, helping to keep both our athletes and their fans close to home for your care. Sevier Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property, and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
Came from the linebackers.
All right, welcome back here to Bluffdale Summit Academy, and on just what is a gorgeous field. This is a turf field, and Summit been very nice hosts here, allowing us in their booth. It's not always easy. You have road teams that come in here, and obviously you and I follow Richfield all season, but we do recognize this is a very talented Summit team, and it's fun to watch, and of course, we've enjoyed watching this game today. It's been 21-14 here at halftime.
One of the best performances for Richfield to play with what both you and I feel and many others feel is the number one team in all of 3A. And when you look at their depth and the talent on this team, you know, they're a team that has the personnel to compete, you know, in higher classifications in 3A.
Well, this has been the Jones and DeMille Engineering Halftime Show. From first downs to touchdowns, the Jones and DeMille Engineering team is here to help you to tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. That's Jones and DeMille Engineering, and appreciate them. And in what's been just, I think, for the most part, a well-played first half. Only 3 penalties on Summit, 2. I think there's 1 on Richfield. I'll have to pick that up again. I think I had them with 1. I did.
Yeah,
so only 4 penalties.
Richfield's got to hope that last hit on Emmett Hafen that resulted in a fumble. They have to be hopeful that he is good to go here in this second half. But his playmaking abilities and abilities on both sides of the ball are much needed for the Wildcats here if they're going to have a chance here in the second half.
Well, Richfield will receive from the north. Summit will kick from the south. As we start second half action here, if you just joined us on Mid-Utah Radio or Centricom, you just tuned in, we welcome you. It's been a very entertaining first half of football. Summit Academy had 10 first downs. Richfield had 4 in the first half. Summit ended with a 60-yard touchdown play to end the half, and they had the ball at the Richfield 8-yard line, and the clock ran out. Richfield had a touchdown that was very, very close. That was ruled no good, out of bounds, and we're 21-14.
You know, those tall receivers for Summit, we're talking length that you don't see on any of the other teams. 6'3" receivers with speed have been able to get some separation, and Briggs has been able to find them downfield for some big plays.
And the kick will go out the end zone, and Richfield will take over at their own 20-yard line. So Richfield has had the ball at their own 43. At the Summit 43 and the Richfield, right at midfield the last 2 times. Other than that, it's been the 20-yard line. And Richfield's had it the 25-yard line or less 5 times in this game.
Good to see Emmett Hafen trotting back out to his quarterback position.
And Emmett, from a shotgun formation, will send 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Britton Riddle just left of Emmett, calling for the football. They'll fake to give. No, they do give to Britton.
Well, nothing doing there for Britton up the middle.
Yeah, he's going to lose 4 yards, maybe 5, depending on where they spot. No, it's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, he was hit just as soon as he got that handoff from Hafen. Big loss on first down, bring up 2nd and 16.
The game in Richfield was all Summit in the second half. In the first half, it was very much a competitive game, much like this game's been. And certainly Richfield hoping not to repeat that. In fact, talking to Coach Hitchens last week, he says, we've got to have a full game of football to compete with Summit. They'll send Jordan Anderson in motion. Hafen wanting to pass, and he's going to be brought down for a loss back around the 8-yard line. So Richfield starts with 2 straight losses on plays.
Richfield unable to, that offensive line unable to get any kind of forward push, and we just see that size, strength, dominance of Summit taking over here in the early going.
And they're going to mark it at the 8-yard line. So 3rd down and 22 to go for this Richfield team, deep in their own territory, down by 7 points.
3rd down, Summit. Make some noise for your defense now. Let's go.
And Hafen will be standing right around his own 3-yard line, calling for the football. Hafen wanting to fakes the handoff and just keeps it and cuts forward. And Hafen maybe picked up a yard, maybe 2, depending on where they spot it. And it's going to be 4th and long for Richfield, deep in their own territory.
Going to be punting from his own end zone here.
And the box did not even move, Rich. It's still 4th down and 22.
The punt returners are going to set up on the Richfield 40-yard line. Going to be excellent field position for the Bears.
Clausen and Dodge. It's going to be taken by Dodge at the Richfield 40-yard line. Dodge is going to cut out to the 38 and brought down on a nice tackle there by Giddings.
Oh, that's Ian
sorry,
Bate.
That's Ian Bate. Correction, thank you.
And a nice one-on-one tackle there by Bate. If he gets by Bate, he's maybe advancing that down to the Richfield 20.
So Summit takes over at the Wildcat 38-yard line, already leading by 7 here as they get their initial possession of the second half. Richfield was 3 and out, and it was not a good 3 and out. Not that any is good, but they lost 12 yards. Now they give to Brown, and Brown's up the middle, and just as he did in Richfield, Brown picks up a first down. He makes it look easy. Holy cow, Brown.
Well, nice hole, but Brown hits that hole quick, and he was through 10 yards before anybody was able to put a hand on him. And behind that big line, this is where they could go to Brown repeatedly.
Mason Machinery first down there. Now the handoff is to Brown again. Again, Brown this time is going to pick up 2, maybe 3 yards. He was hit behind the line, but fought his way forward on the dive play up the middle.
This was a concern Richfield had going into this game, as many players is going to have to play both ways on the line and in the backfield. Is would they be able to have the strength come second half?
And this time it's going to be kept by the quarterback, Casey.
Richfield doing a nice job that time of meeting Briggs head on there at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
So the ball's at the 22-yard line of Richfield, 3rd and 8. Summit went for it 4 times, though. This is probably 4-down territory in the first half on 4th down. They fake to Brown. They throw it over the middle. It's going to be caught. And that was J.T. Kupik who catches it for the first down.
Yeah, big 6'3" target there and a nice pass play across the middle to move the chains and put it 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Yep, right at the 9 there, Rich. Briggs calling for it, has Brown behind him. He's going to give to Brown, and Brown's going to be hit, but breaks a tackle as Giddings was the one who initially hit him, and he's been hard to bring down. Brown cuts it for a 5-yard pickup down to the 4-yard line. Summit Academy here threatening to add to their 21-14 lead from the 4-yard line. They give to Brown, and Brown easily goes in the end zone.
Touchdown, Summit Academy.
Yeah, nice blocking up front for Brown and good speed to take it all the way to the end zone.
So Summit extends their lead here up to 27-14 with 7:55 to go in the third quarter.
On for the extra point.
And the kick here getting set. Kick is down. The kick is blocked.
No good.
Extra point is no good.
And I'm looking, and the kick's no good. So the score remains Summit 27, Richfield 14. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
Robinson
And Rich Barton, Rick Robinson, welcome you back here. Levi Naylor, appreciate his good camera work, picking up all the touchdowns that today. And, of course, Barrett Hilton doing the replay, the production work for us. As always, just a tremendous person to work with.
Yeah, not the start Richfield wanted here in the third quarter as they go a 3-and-out, and didn't take long for Summit to put 7 on the board.
Well, it was an ugly 3-and-out. They lost 12 yards on it, Rich, too. Going to be taken around the 1-yard line. Veering to the left is Anderson, and he's got
breaking tackles.
He gets out to the 34-yard line.
Nice return by Jordan Anderson.
Jordan Anderson took that ball right at the goal line. Look at this on replay, Rich.
Yeah, broke about three tackles en route.
He's the 1-yard line.
Getting the ball out to the 35.
And that's really a nice return for Richfield. One of the better starts they've had in this game.
Yeah, Richfield going to need some big play capabilities like they had in the first half to move the ball against this really tough Bear defense.
Well, last time Richfield had a loss of 4 yards on the first run. Then they had a sack, so they were deep right from the start. Now the ball is deflected at the line of scrimmage as Emmett wanted to throw the pass, and it's.
Well, and looking downfield, I'm not sure he had any options.
Intended for Anderson. And I think you're right. There wasn't much there.
The Bears able to apply some good pressure that time to Hafen.
Second down and 10 for Richfield from their own 34-yard line. 27-14. Summit with the lead here with 7:42 to go in the third quarter. Richfield going from the north to the south. Is a shadow right where Emmett is. It's going to be an option play. Emmett wanted to pitch. Now he's going to keep it roll. Cut forward. It's going to be just short of the first down by about a yard, but a nice pickup.
Well, good decision that time by Hafen. He had Riddle on the pitch and gave it a fake to Riddle. And
well, he signaled a first down. The White
yeah, it's a yard short.
Do you know why they signaled that? Because the wing on this side had the first down. The wing on the other side did not have the first down.
That was
now I will say this much: that definitely would be worth some questioning there. But Richfield got a break on that play.
Tackle was close to us. I had him about a yard and a half short of the.
Let's look at the replay here. We do have a replay here. We'll take a look at it. I mean, Rich and I think he was quite short, and he's brought down, and
yeah, he was a yard short.
Yeah, nonetheless, it's a first down, and it's going to be the 5th first down of the ball game for Richfield. That's a Mason Machinery first down. Now Hafen pump fake, still being pressured. Now he steps back. And now he's going to throw it, and he throws it out of bounds, which is really illegal in high school. You cannot. There's no throwing it out of bounds, and they're going to throw a flag. And to me, I would call a hold, because I saw a pretty obvious hold. But I would not throw an intentional grounding. We'll see what he's going to throw.
No, I think it's a hold.
Yeah, and both you and I saw the hold.
Yeah. Well, one thing Summit has done a really good job is Richfield has an effective short passing game, and Summit has really taken that away. And, you know, to Richfield's credit, they've been able to take advantage with some deep balls for receptions. But, you know, it has kind of taken Richfield maybe out of their regular offensive flow that allows them to chew up some time and move the chains for repeated first downs.
Only the second penalty of this game, but again, that's a spot foul, so it moves the football clear back to the 24-yard line. Richfield has to get to the Summit 46 for the first down.
Gavin Brown at quarterback.
And they give off, I believe it was Bate on the left side. Bate's going to crack forward for 1 yard, but he was hit hard.
Yeah, they had Hafen went out in motion with Gavin Brown at quarterback. We saw some of that. You know, game plan-wise against Manti, Gavin came in and took a lot of reps at quarterback, and we saw Hafen at running back. So that was the first time I believe we've seen that so far in this game.
So I'm going to call second down and about 31 for Richfield. The ball at the Wildcat 25-yard line. 27-14, Summit with the lead. Richfield with the football. Hafen wind the pass, being pressured, and this time he's going to be brought down for a sack. And as that player gets off, Emmett Hafen, he taps him on the back. I don't know, I'd maybe talk to him about tapping that quarterback on the back.
You know, right now, Summit able to get into that backfield, and Hafen scrambling for his life and brought down that time for a sack.
So now Richfield deep in their own territory.
Third down, 38 yards to go.
Summit Academy has really been impressive here in the third quarter defensively, Rich.
Yeah,
they have really put it to Richfield so far.
Right now, just in the trenches, they're wearing Richfield down.
I formation for Richfield. Now they give it on a little crossing action, and I believe that's Riddle. And Riddle fights his way out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and he's taken 2 or 3 really hard hits, slow to get to his feet.
Riddle just a junior for Richfield. He'll be back next year. Terrific player. And now Richfield will be set in a punting situation here. Emmett Hafen standing down around his own 8-yard line. This series started out at the 44-yard line. Now Hafen's kick is a low one. It's going to take a Richfield bounce at the 50, but it's picked up by Dodge at the 50. He's down to the 45, the 40, and knocked out of bounds. Around the 35, well, we'll see where they mark him out of bounds.
Excellent field position again for Summit, taking over at the Richfield 38-yard line.
It's what it looks like to me. Summit has had the ball twice in this half. And the first time they started the Richfield 38-yard line, the second time they started the Richfield 38-yard line. So, you know, that's just a terrific starting position. In the first half, Summit had drives of 60, 70, 80 yards, and now Richfield giving them a short field. The last time they started here, they did pick up a touchdown. And the give is to Brown. Talmadge cuts up field over the right guard for maybe 2-3 yards.
You know, you got to believe they could give the ball to Brown every time and just keep moving those chains. But they also have the threat through the air that's been successful all game long.
Casey Briggs in shotgun formation, calling for the football. Does get it. Fakes the handoff now. Pass out. Caught by Clausen at the 30, the 25, the 20, down to the 15. Breaks a tackle at the 10. He's at the 5. He could score.
36 yards. Touchdown reception. Briggs to Clausen. Summit breaking this game wide open here in the third quarter.
And Parker Clausen on a 36-yard touchdown reception. And the kick here getting set by Jared Arlenio. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it looks good. And it is good. We'll take a break with Summit Academy now leading Richfield 34-14.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
3:59 to go here in the third quarter, and really Summit has dominated this third quarter to a point that they've really put Richfield in a hole. I mean, down 34-14 now, the Cats are.
Yeah, just wearing them down, and offensively they can pretty much pick their poison on the ground or through the air, able to have their way.
Summit has found the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute end zone twice in this third quarter. Both times their drive started at the Richfield 38-yard line. Now the kick, it looks like it will go out of the end zone. It does. Richfield will take over at their own 20-yard line. And I did get a text from Farron Reed, and he says, "Go Red Sox." Farron, I appreciate that. He's certainly been my partner some of the time. I appreciate what he does. And we do have an update. Beaver leading Delta 27-18. Southspear and Grand at the end of one are tied at 7. Grand ranked number 3 in 2A football.
Pleasant Grove just beat East.
And now back to pass is Hafen. Pump faking. Wanting to throw, being pressured. Now he breaks a tackle, still wanting to throw. Has it caught by Bate. Bate has the first down. He races out to the 35, 40-yard line, and Richfield has a first down at the 40-yard line.
Nice job by Hafen. Again, scrambling for his life, able to create some room, and good job by Bate altering his route to come back for that ball and 18-yard reception.
And that's the 6th Mason Machinery first down of this ball game for Richfield. 2nd here in the second half. And Hafen, I don't know how Hafen got loose. He was hit several times, and somehow he scrambled, and I thought he was going to run, and then he plants and throws the football.
He made a good decision, and Bate, with his adjusted route, doing a nice job.
Hafen taking his time here. And he's going to give it to Riddle. Riddle's going to go to the left side. Riddle trying to break a tackle. And I tell you, Summit really does a nice job. When they get you, they do not let go. Their tackling has been impressive today. As Riddle does pick up 3, well, let's give him 3 yards on the play, out to the 43-yard line. So Richfield at a 2nd down and 7 from their own 43-yard line. Summit leading 34-14, 2:35 to go in the third quarter here at Bluffdale. And if you're wondering where Bluffdale is, it's close to Draper here in South Salt Lake, in the Salt Lake Valley. Now, Hafen wanting to pass, being pressured, wanting to pass. He throws the football, and will they rule that a fumble? It appeared to me that his arm was going forward.
Incomplete pass.
And had the ball not gone forward, then in my opinion that would be, let's look at it here, that would clearly be a fumble. But when the ball goes forward, when he's hit from the side, that's clearly a sign that he was throwing the ball. And I think that was a good call, looking at the replay.
Going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Richfield has the ball at their own 43-yard line, trailing 34-14, 2:14 now to go in the third quarter.
Haven just hasn't had time to set and throw and find his receivers. It's tough enough with the great coverage downfield, but situation here where you look for maybe a Hafen to winners hook up if the line can give him time.
Hafen Calling for the football. It's going to be an option play. Hafen wants to plant. Does cut upfield. Looked like he was going to be sacked for loss. He picks up 3, maybe 4 yards, but still short of a first down by about 3 yards.
Yeah, long 3. And
they're going to move it to the 47-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and 3 for Richfield. They have to get to midfield for the first down, and I'm sure they're going to go for it this point in the game. Got really nothing to lose.
Well, it might be a fake punt, but
well, they are going to
back.
punt. You're right. He is in punting formation.
The second half, 3 yards haven't come particularly easy for the Wildcats.
Well, Summit doesn't have anybody back. They don't believe he's going to punt, but I think he is. And he does. It goes off the corner of his foot.
Emmett's probably had the hardest time he's had all year punting today. I don't know if it's the turf or what.
It's funny you'd say that because I was going to say the same thing. It's probably the worst I've seen him punt all season.
Well, actually, in his career, it's the worst I've seen. But he has on a few of them. He's had some generous bounces, but not that time. But Summit will take over on their own 30.
And honestly, that wasn't a bad punt. I mean, it wasn't great, but it did do what Richfield wanted to do. It moved it down to the Summit 30-yard line. The previous 2 times in this half that Summit's had the football, they started at the Richfield 38-yard line. They scored a touchdown on both of those plays. And that's why they're enjoying a 34-14 lead. We were 21-14 at halftime. And now the give is to Brown. Brown couldn't be foot tackled. Again, they got him in the foot. Again, he breaks a tackle. He's at the 50. He's at the 45, the 40 of Richfield. Richfield tried to tackle him at the feet, and he would not come down.
Yeah, that's a 40-yard gain for Brown. And we were talking to his dad when we first got here, who's one of their assistant coaches, and he said he gets better the more carries he gets as the game goes on, and that's a good example on that big gain.
Again, Biggs gives it to Brown. Brown rumbles his way forward. This time he's going to pick up only 3 or 4 yards. And when you say only, it is 4 yards. You would take that anytime, a 4-yard pickup. In this Sorts and Levitt Insurance Stat Check, visit us in Richfield or Salina. All your home and auto and business insurance needs. Proudly representing Auto Owners Insurance. Call us at 896-441-4471.
Wow.
Over the middle, all alone, it's caught. And for a first down, an easy first down, and that's J.T. Kepik.
Yeah, all alone across the middle. Nobody within about 7 yards when he caught that one, but credit Richfield for closing the gap quick after the catch.
And that's the 14th first down of this ball game for Summit.
You can see, Rick, right now the running game setting up the passing game perfect for the Bears.
The ball's marked at the 21-yard line of Richfield. Summit already leading 34-14. They're on the move here. Back to pass. The pass is thrown up, and if they wanted to, they could have called an early bump on it. I thought maybe a good no call.
Casey Giddings is doing a nice job laying the hit on Briggs right as he released.
Take a look at that down there.
Good defense there by, I believe that was that Winters?
Yes. Did a nice job. Here is 2nd down and 10. The ball at the 21-yard line. Briggs, as he's been all game, shotgun formation. Give is to Brown. Brown trying to go to the left side, and Richfield doing one of the better jobs here in the second half of stopping Brown. Maybe only a 2 or 3 yard pickup. And that does end the third quarter here at Summit Academy. It's Summit 34, Richfield 14. We'll be back.
Monroe Family Medicine Revere Health will accommodate you with personalized primary, acute, and chronic care. They provide in-house x-rays, blood draws, and EKGs. They do all types of physicals like CDL, school, sports, and missionary, to name just a few. Nurse practitioners Jason Okerlund and Drake Mason and their staff are proud to serve all of Sevier County. For patient care and concern at its finest, visit Monroe Family Medicine, 568 South Main, Monroe. Call 527-8866, 527-8866.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
And Rich Barton, Rick Robinson here at Summit Academy. 12 minutes to go in our ball game. 34-14, Summit with the lead. That's an Elevate Oral scoreboard update. Briggs calling for the football. Summit on a third down here, 3rd and 8. Briggs rolling out to his right. He's going to tuck it, I think, and he's going to be brought down. Right around the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by the Wildcat defense. Defensive backs with some great coverage, forcing Briggs to put his head down and run. Actually, a loss of about 1.
I think Summit's going to try a field goal here as they bring out Jared Arellano, and it will be a 35-yard field goal attempt here. This is a live football, though. It's different than a try in that until the ball crosses the goal line. Now, they're what they call timeout or illegal substitution here. They are stopping the clock. The referee's coming out to – I'm not sure what they're doing here now.
And it looks like
he's signaling at 12. He's signaling he counted 11 players on the field.
Briggs is the holder here. You always have to be a little bit watchful here. If Briggs tucks that ball and runs or looks for a receiver on a fake.
And there's no call there. That was a good job by the officiating crew. I would let players run in and off. I think the officials today have done a great job. I really have liked their officiating. The snap is down. The kick for a 35-yard field goal. It looks like it's wide. No, it's good. It's through the goalpost. A 35-yard field goal.
Just inside the upright.
By Jared Arellano. What a terrific kick. That could have gone 10 more yards. As Summit Academy extends the lead to 37-14. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole-home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
11-14 to go in our ball game. Summit Academy with a 35-yard field goal here. They extend their lead to 37-14 over Richfield. Rich?
Richfield needing some big plays. It'd be nice for them if they could get a nice return here from Jordan Anderson, who has looked good on a number of occasions, not just tonight but throughout the season as a returner.
Jordan's had a nice game today. And the kick will be taken down around the 5. George's got room. He's at the 30, the 35. He breaks a tackle, the 40, the 45, and there he's brought down at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, really only had one man to beat or one tackle to break there. Nice return by Jordan to give Richfield good field position on their own 45.
So Summit Academy, the winner of this game, will take on the winner of North Sanpete Union, and we did have Union. Well, North Sanpete leading that game in the third quarter. Well, it's what? 21-7. North Sanpete, or 21. We'll get anyway. North Sanpete has beaten Union today, so the winner of this game will play North Sanpete. Now the pass is caught by Anderson. He's into Summit territory around the 45-yard line.
That's a quick hitter that Summit has done a pretty good job at taking that away, but that time Hafen Anderson for a gain of about 11.
The 7th Mason Machinery first down of this ball game for Richfield. Beaver has beaten, let's see, they played Delta this afternoon, 37-8. And they have not stated where the winner of this game will play next week. I think they're waiting to see who wins, and they'll determine where the semifinals are played. Anderson in motion for Richfield. Hafen with a pump fake. Throws over, has a man down, and it's overthrown to Gavin Brown down around the 20-yard line.
Yeah, good downfield coverage on all three Richfield receivers. Thought maybe he dropped that one off short to Anderson, but look downfield instead.
2nd down and 10 for Richfield at the Summit Bears 45-yard line. Summit well in hand on here, leading 37-14. But the Cats trying to put together a good drive here. I did sit in San Diego one time when BYU was down by 21 points with 3:40 to go in the game, and I did witness a comeback win there. But I don't know that I anticipate that. Those are rarities. Rich is kind of smiling. That was a long time ago. Now, back to pass. Emmett Hafen throws, has a man. It's caught by Nathan Winters. He's got the first down at the 35, down to the 30.
About a 15-yard pass reception. Winters was all alone right there by the Richfield sideline. Nice read by Hafen to find him and to move the chains, taking over at the Summit 30-yard line.
And I'm impressed with how quickly Summit got over there to bring Nathan down. It is the 8th Mason Machinery first down of this ball game for Richfield. They had 4 at halftime. They now have 4 in this half. And the Cats are on the move here at the Bear 30-yard line. Emmett Hafen looking over the sideline. 10:03 to go. Richfield's going to take timeout. So we'll take a timeout. It will be a Riverstone Plumbing and Heating timeout. We'll be back.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Welcome back here to Bluffdale Summit Academy. Rich Barton, Rick Robinson. Hope you're enjoying this one today on a joint broadcast with Mid-Utah Radio and also Centricom Channel 10, where you're able to watch it. Richfield with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Down, trailing 37-14, though. Now Hafen back to pass, being pressured. Hafen's going to be brought down for a loss. Clear back at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, no time for Emmett to set that time, and also too many people to scramble away from.
I really believe they would have called a hold there had they not sacked Emmett.
Yeah, going to bring up about a 2nd and 19.
The ball resting at the 38-yard line of Summit. Richfield has to get down just beyond the 20 for the first down. And clock does continue to run, 9:22, 9:21. Again, North Sanpete has beaten Union this afternoon. Last score was South Sevier and Grand at the end of one. The score was tied 7-7. That's in the 2A playoffs. And Hafen calling for the football. Wanting to throw, pump fake, going right. Now pointing, throws the ball down, and there was really nobody out there. They're going to call intentional grounding, I believe.
Either that or a late hit on the quarterback.
Could be. I did not see that, so maybe you're...
Hafen took quite a shot.
And if he took a shot, they're going to discuss it here. Generally, that they're looking for receivers when they talk like this. And the official is going to...
They did hit him high.
Oh, they called a personal foul, late hit. And they called intentional grounding. They'll offset.
And offsetting penalties, intentional grounding in Richfield. Personal foul, roughing the quarterback on Sunday penalty.
So Richfield will get to replay the down. You know, The officials, I think, have done a really good job. They haven't called a lot of penalties. Only the third penalty on Richfield today. For Summit, that's only the fourth penalty. But the ones they have called today have been big at times. I mean, there's no question the holding calls have generally ended up being about 15, 20 yards. Hafen, shotgun formation, has not been under center today. Wanting to pass, being pressured, tried to throw it downfield, and it's going to be intercepted right around the 5-yard line. And that interception will be by Gage Sessions. And Hafen got hit just as he let it go. Give credit to Summit. They helped cause that. Emmett trying to make something happen with Richfield down as far as they are. And really, that's almost as good as a punt.
Yeah.
Because you're down at the 5-yard line.
8:47 to go here in the ball game.
And they actually moved the football. They put it at the 8-yard line. So Summit Academy, from their own 8-yard line, 1st and 10, leading 37-14. And the give is to Brown on the left side. Brown breaks a tackle, and he's finally brought down after he picks up the first down, but looked like he was going to be brought down at the line and then fights his way out for the first down.
Yeah, and he was threatening to break that through and take it all the way.
That's the 15th Mason Machinery first down of this ball game. And in the second half, Summit only has 5 first downs, but it's because they've had such big plays. And now they're taking their time. They're waiting for the back judge to start counting. And he does. So Briggs is now calling the snap. They give it to Brown. Summit satisfied they're going to win this game. They're just hoping not to get any injuries, and I think that's probably a wise move at this point. They know who their opponent will be next week. Summit will take on North Sanpete. They had a very entertaining game with the Hawks last time.
Well, and I would consider both those teams to be the two toughest defensive teams, at least that Richfield has seen.
And so it's second down and we'll call it 7 for Summit at their 22-yard line.
Timeout.
And timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. Summit leading Richfield 37-14. This will be a Riverstone Plumbing and Heating timeout. We'll be back.
Sevier Valley Hospital supports our local athletes, not only during the game, but when they need some help to get back into it too. Our own team of starters includes physicians who specialize in orthopedic and general surgery, ENT, podiatry, family and internal medicine, pain management, and other areas of care. And they work to repair sports and everyday injuries right at our hospital, helping to keep both our athletes and their fans close to home for your care. Sevier Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Rich Barton, Rick Robinson with Barrett Hilton doing the production work today, and he's done a terrific job with Levi Naylor doing the camera work. We appreciate them all they do. And Rich?
Well, this drive, Summit has been content to run a lot of clock here with 7:39 to go. And 2nd and 8, they'll again go on the ground. No gain. Bring up a 3rd and 8.
Richfield with 7:25 to go here, trying to put together some stops here. Summit just running the clock. They're waiting for the back judge to start counting. Very good clock management here. And they'll give, no, they fake the give to Brown. They give to Clausen on a pass. Clausen's got the first down.
Yeah,
he's very, very speedy. The 50, the 45, the 40, down to the 30, the 25, the 20, down to the 15, and out of bounds around the 12-yard line.
Winter's able to drive him out of bounds at the 11-yard line of Richfield.
70-yard pass play.
And when Clausen gets in the open field, he's just hard to bring down. I believe he's the one that caught the 98-yard touchdown reception, the 92-yard reception in Richfield.
Yeah, unbelievable speed.
When he gets in the open field, he just is tough to bring down. It's not because he's powerful. It's just because you can't catch him. He's shifty and quick.
Winters did a nice job coming at an angle to drive him out of bounds.
And they marked it at the 13-yard line. So the give to Brown, and Brown muscles his way forward with 6:51 to go here, down to the 10-yard line for a 3-yard pickup. Oh, I'm going to. It maybe didn't quite get to the 10-yard line. I'm going to call it 2nd down and 8. Maybe a short 8 yards to go. And Briggs again in shotgun formation. Everybody to the left except one to the right. And they do the little inside pitch to Clausen. And Clausen is gummed up at the line and then waits patiently and cuts up field as the little shuffle pass in the middle. Look at this, Rich. Look how he's gummed up there.
Shifty.
And just patient. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. The ball at the 7-yard line for Summit. Brown with it here. In the backfield right behind Briggs. And a whistle blows. And I believe we do have an encroachment. We'll see what they call. You never know what. And it's a dead ball encroachment on Richfield. That's a half the distance to the goal line. So it'll go from 7 to the 3.5-yard line. So it's not necessarily going to be a 1st down. I do not believe it will be.
Close.
And so they do mark it right at the 4-yard, well, right outside the 3. So 3rd down and maybe a yard to go, would you call it, Rich?
Yeah.
And the side judge on the Summit side is saying something. He's maybe helping him where they're going to place the football because you just pick it up, go half the distance. You'll step it off. And now Briggs calling for the football. Gives it to Brown. Brown is hit right at the line. We'll have to see where they mark it. It'll be close to the 1st down. I believe he's got it.
I think he's got enough push up front.
Well, they're signaling 4th down, so just shy of it.
See if
and I'm sure Summit will go for it. This will be the 5th time in this game they've gone for it on 4th down.
They might be sending the kicker out. Guess
yeah,
not.
It doesn't look like a kicker to me. Summit well in hand on this 37-14, 5:08 to go on a 4th down play. They're going to go for it on a 4th and 1. And they do give to Brown, and Brown will go in for a touchdown easily. And Summit extends their lead to 43-14. And they do have a flag. And it appeared to me that he was saying there was a motion penalty on Summit.
See if this will bring out the field goal unit. With a 4th and 6.
Some kind of motion on it, because if it's someone on the line of scrimmage, they would have blown it dead. So it had to be a motion, somebody on the line. If they're moving on the line at the snap, you do blow that dead. And they will bring out the field goal kicker. He already has a 35-yard field goal. That's Jared Arlenio. And
this one's going to be a 25-yard attempt.
He's had an impressive foot today, certainly plenty of room. And the snap is down, the kick is up, and it looks good, and it is good. So a 25-yard field goal. It extends the lead to 40-14. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
With 4:32 to go in the ball game, Summit extends their lead by 3 as they kick a 25-yard field goal. And Jared Arlenio with his second field goal of the game. He has a 35-yard field goal, now a 25-yard field goal. And has an impressive foot, no question, on either of the kicks. The distance was easy. And in the second half, Summit has scored 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals on their 4 possessions. Richfield has just not been in this game here in the second half, Rich.
No, all the momentum with Summit, and they bring Jordan Anderson down on that kickoff return just inside the Richfield 20 at the 19.
So Richfield will take over at their own 19-yard line.
4:26 to go in the game.
We did have a final. North Sanpete beat Union this afternoon 21-7. Morgan was leading Juab 21-14. And that was in the fourth quarter. And certainly Richfield trying to get something together this final 4:26.
There was a penalty on Richfield on the return.
I didn't see what they called. What did they call?
I think it was holding.
And that will go down to the 10-yard line as the hold call must have happened right at the 20. Anything inside of that would have been half the distance. And now Emmett Hafen, who's been under duress much of this half, standing right at his 3-yard line, calls for the football. And he's going to give to Britton Riddle. Riddle's got room on the right side. He's at the 10, the 15, out to the 20. He's got the first down out to the 25, and then he's rocked back on a nice run by Britton Riddle on the right side.
Yeah, the longest rushing play from scrimmage outside of Hafen's 55-yard run in the first half.
Britton's had a nice game of running at times here.
Seeing a little bit of substitution now by Summit.
Well, they'd be heartbroken if they had an injury to somebody at this point in the game, because this game is certainly going to go Summit's way. Emmett Hafen standing right at his own 20-yard line. Does send Anderson in motion, fakes the handoff to Riddle, keeps it, goes on the right side. He's at the 35, the 40. He's got a first down at the 45 and then knocked out of bounds right around the 46-yard line. So Emmett Hafen showing his skills here at quarterback.
Yeah, showing a lot of what he did in years past, using his feet. This year has really been a threat through the air and had a tremendous senior season.
Yeah, moved from a rushing offense, mostly rushing, to a mostly passing spread offense with the head coach Jason Hitchings coming in from California.
Last year, Emmett was running for his life most of the time.
Well, he was, and he was the leading rusher. They'll send Jordan Anderson in motion. Hafen on a quarterback option off the left side. He's going to tuck it under. He's in the Summit territory. Breaks a tackle, spins at the 40, down to the 37-yard line, maybe 38, depending on how they spot it.
And great read there by Hafen. Instead of opting for the pitch, ducking his head and getting a nice gain.
Emmett, a 4-year starter at quarterback for Richfield. And playing his final minutes here.
We do see the Summit starters back in as we see the huge nose guard enter back in. And see if they can keep Richfield from scoring this drive.
3:14 to go here. Clock is running. 40-14. Summit has this game well in hand. Emmett pump fake, wanted to throw. Throws down over the center field. Has Winters all alone in the end zone. Did he catch it? He did! A 38-yard touchdown pass from Emmett Hafen as his season.
He and Winters, it's been fun to watch all season as they hook up on those long touchdown receptions, and great pass by Hafen. Another great long-distance catch by Winters.
And what a great reception over his back. I want to give Levi Naylor credit for catching that with his camera work. Also Barrett Hilton for the replay here. The kick is up, and it looks like it's good by Jalmain. And it is good. So Summit well on hand here, leading 40-21 over Richfield. And Richfield will come back and kick off to him. But a little excitement for Emmett Hafen as his career comes to a close here. And we'll be back with the kickoff.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
And Rich Barton, Rick Robinson, welcome you back. Rich?
Yeah, that was Emmett Hafen's 26th touchdown of the season, and hooking up with Winters on Winters' 8th touchdown reception of the season.
And that was not an easy catch by Nate Winters. He did have a defender behind him, but he was chasing him, and Nate had to catch it over the shoulder. And
that right there, Rick, is two of Richfield's finest three-sport athletes. They'll both be fun to watch in the upcoming basketball season and the following baseball season.
And the kick will bounce down. And did it go in the end zone? I believe it did. It did, and Summit will take over at their own 20-yard line. Richfield has yet to really stop Summit here in the second half. This will be the 5th time Summit's had the football. All 4 times they have scored 2 touchdowns and then 2 field goals. They will bring in a new quarterback here. 3 minutes to go in the ball game, 40-21.
Striker Broberg, best name ever.
And the quarterback will be number 14. We'll pick that up. That's going to be Striker Broberg. And Striker's going to keep the football. He's going to cut upfield. He's got room, showing a lot of athleticism. And I believe he's going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, he, on that quarterback keeper, hit the hole quick.
That will be the 17th Mason Machinery first down of this game. There's no way you can't have that a first down because you marked it at the 30-yard line, and they do finally move the chains. And Broberg.
Yeah, why aren't you starting the clock?
Yeah, they should be starting the
clock. I would start it. Should be running. I think the referee forgot to wind the clock that time. And nothing against this crew. They've done a great job today. I really have liked this officiating crew. I know at times it's easy to be critical of officials. You want to be an official, you want to be critical of them, you come and be one because it's tough. And I just appreciate what they do. Broberg with a long count here on a 2nd down and 5. And he's going to keep it again. He's going to pick up the first down again, and he's out across the 40 to the 45-yard line.
Well, very capable backup quarterback, because with the graduation of Briggs this year, Summit will be locked and loaded with a replacement for next year.
Striker Borberg is a senior.
Okay.
Yeah. But I tell you what, he's got lots of speed. He just looks athletic.
Well, he's capable. If they had an unnecessary injury, they've got a quality backup in the weeks ahead in the playoffs.
Summit will take on North Sanpete next week. North Sanpete beat Union this afternoon 21-7. And now the ball's down on the ground.
Snap.
And what's interesting, players think they have to touch a player when he's down. In high school, the guy's down, he's down. Now, in college and pros, you do have to touch them.
2nd and 15 with 1:30 to go.
And you want to join us for our Sunrise Engineering postgame show. We will have some Sorensen Levitt Insurance stat checks, our Elevate Oral Scoreboard updates, and you want to join us for that. And again, a long count now. They were just waiting for the back judge to start counting. And now the give is in the backfield to Mason Chin. And Chin's going to pick up maybe 2-3 yards, depending on how they spot the football.
Britton Riddle on the tackle.
And Summit will have to run just one more play, and that will end the ball game. 40-21. Summit well on hand here, but it's been an entertaining ball game, and Richfield did not quit. They came back through a touchdown pass here just a few minutes ago. Emmett Hafen to Nathan Winters after Jordan Anderson got the 2 touchdown receptions in the first half. And that will probably do it, at least it should, barring somebody calling a timeout. And if they do, as an official, I might ignore them. As Summit Academy will beat Richfield this afternoon in an entertaining game, 40-21. The game was 21-14 at halftime. It was too much Summit in the third quarter. Richfield fell too far behind, 40-14. But they did come back and hit a touchdown pass in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with the Sunrise Engineering postgame show.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Monroe Family Medicine Revere Health will accommodate you with personalized primary, acute, and chronic care. They provide in-house x-rays, blood draws, and EKGs. They do all types of physicals like CDL, school, sports, and missionary, to name just a few. Nurse practitioners Jason Okerlund and Drake Mason and their staff are proud to serve all of Sevier County. For patient care and concern at its finest, visit Monroe Family Medicine, 568 South Main, Monroe. Call 527-8866, 527-8866.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Sevier Valley Hospital supports our local athletes, not only during the game, but when they need some help to get back into it too. Our own team of starters includes physicians who specialize in orthopedic and general surgery, ENT, podiatry, family and internal medicine, pain management, and other areas of care. And they work to repair sports and everyday injuries right at our hospital, helping to keep both our athletes and their fans close to home for your care. Sevier Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Rich Barton, Rick Robinson, welcome you back here to the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. Sunrise Engineering, they're serving communities like yours all over the western United States, and it was Summit Academy 40, Richfield 21 this afternoon in this 3A quarterfinal playoff game here in Bluffdale. Rich?
We just saw, Richfield with an excellent first half. 21-14. Had there not been a missed call in the end zone on a touchdown reception, would have went into the halftime tied up at 21. But we saw early on in the third quarter just the size, strength, and overall depth of Summit Academy. Richfield playing people both ways. they just overpowered them in the trenches and the line and had their way offensively with Richfield in the second half.
Well, what Rich made alluded to there was we have the luxury of a replay. It was a pass play with under a minute to go. Richfield was down 21-14. They threw a pass play to Jordan Anderson in the end zone, and he was catching it on a square-out pattern on a dead run, and the replay clearly shows he had well, in my opinion, it clearly shows. We are biased, but in my opinion, it clearly showed he had possession of the football before he got out of bounds, only 1 foot. But it was a bang-bang play.
No, it wasn't the difference in the game, but it was a clear touchdown. But give Summit credit. They did what they needed to overpower Richfield in the second half. But impressed with Richfield and the fight that they had, being giving up significant pounds at every position on the field. They executed a game plan really well, giving themselves a chance to be in this game and to compete with the Bears.
Well, the game started. Let's just do a recap here. Sorensen 11 Insurance recap, stat check here. The game started with Richfield taking the lead 7-0, and it was on I had Richfield with a 49-yard touchdown reception with 5:30 to go in the first period. The kick was good by Jalmain. 7-0, Richfield led. Then Summit Academy came back and tied the game 7-7. Did I get that right? No, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Summit took the lead 7-0. Richfield came back, tied the game with 5:30 to go on a 49-yard pass to Jordan Anderson. This is one of the big plays of the game. On the kickoff return, Richfield fumbled the ball. Summit picked up the football. No, Richfield had led 7-0. Summit scored. Then they kicked off to Richfield. On the kickoff that Richfield had, Summit picked up the football, went 17 yards in. So within 10 seconds, you said that on the air, Summit had scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that momentum just carried them through the second half.
So then Summit took the lead 21-7, and it appeared that they had all the momentum. And Emmett Hafen somehow dug in deep, put together a 55-yard run, then a touchdown pass to Anderson from 22 yards, and Richfield cut the lead to 21-14 with 3:46 to go, and you're thinking, well, Richfield's got a little momentum here. Then what happened is Richfield got the football back, drove down to the 10-yard line, and on a 2nd down and 10, a pass to Jordan Anderson on a square out, looked like on the replay that he clearly had a foot in bounds. It was ruled he was out of bounds. And the very next play, Richfield threw an interception and did not score, so our score was 21-14 at the end of the first half. The second half was all Summit. They came out. Richfield did get the football. They lost 12 yards, so on a possession that started at their own 20-yard line, they lost 12 yards. They were deep at their own 8-yard line. They punted. Summit got it at the Richfield 38-yard line. They scored a touchdown. The next possession, Richfield again couldn't move the football, punted, and Summit again started the Richfield 38-yard line, and again they scored a touchdown. So that really changed this game, that third quarter there, Rich.
Well, it did, and Richfield wearing down with players playing both ways, and that's an impressive lineup of specimens. On a bye week a year or so ago, I went and watched an East Jordan game, and they had nothing size, speed, and strength and skill on this Summit group.
Well, no doubt. Summit's no question. Then Richfield kind of held Summit. Summit came back and kicked a 35-yard field goal. Then they came back, kicked a 25-yard field goal, and they led by a score of 40-14. But Richfield would not quit on it, and I give credit. With just 3 minutes to go in the game, Emmett Hafen led this team down the field and ended on a 42-yard touchdown pass. After they'd started their own 19-yard line, they'd picked up 3 first downs. Emmett Hafen on a 42-yard pass to Nate Winters, and it cut the lead 40-21 after Jalmain made the point after. He made all 3 of them today, and it was that's where our game ended by a final score of 40-21.
Well, and had Richfield finished the first half with 21, they would have done something that no other Utah 3A team has done on Summit.
No question. I thought this is a Summit team that led the region in defense. I want to thank all our sponsors today on KSBC AM, Intermountain Severe Hospital, Barney Trucking, Centricom, of course, Barrett. Always good to be here. Tremendous worker. Does a great job doing our production work for us. And we also want to thank Levi Naylor with his TV work. Also want to thank Zions Bank and my boss, Doug Baltz, always very kind to me and my staff for putting up with me when I go to do a broadcast. Mountain Land Supply, Robinson Transport, Monroe Family Medicine, and Snow College, who brings us the pregame show. Want to thank Elevate Oral, Mason Machinery, Apex Foot and Ankle, Riverstone Plumbing and Heating, Sorensen Levin Insurance, and of course Jones & DeMille Engineering and Sunrise Engineering, which is bringing you this postgame show. Sunrise Engineering, we're growing, we're hiring. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com to learn more.
Well, Rick, we want to give a lot of props to this senior group of players who have been very dedicated, battling. They went through a coaching change late in May, and they jumped into a new system with Coach Hitchens, and did a great job. And in that 3A South division, it's a loaded division. We've mentioned a lot through the season that any one of the teams in the South Division could compete for the top 3 spots in the North Division. And this Richfield group has been a group of total competitors, battlers, and we really are going to hate to see some of these seniors move on, but they've left their imprint in a program that is improving and on the rise, and a lot of compliments to give to Coach Hitchens and his staff. Not too many coaches start with their team the 1st of August where they're learning their names, what position they play, and with that late start, Coach Hitchens and his staff did a great job.
I want to echo that. Coach Hitchens is a terrific coach. I really, really think he does a great job.
Yeah, and I think the future's bright for Richfield football with what Coach brings to the table, and a winning attitude and a total dedicated effort with high expectations for his players. I think we're going to see a lot of positive things down the road, and this group of seniors leaving has helped set that table in a lot of respects for future players.
Morgan just kicked a field goal with 1:20 to go to beat Juab 24-22. That's how it ended, as Morgan beat Juab in Morgan this afternoon. Again, North Sanpete has beaten Union 21-7, and so we know that Summit will take on North Sanpete. Rich, really appreciate traveling with you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, always fun to do a game with you. We appreciate Zions Bank and their contributions to not only high school sports but high schools in general.
Well, you're kind. Thank you. We want to thank all our listeners, our viewers. Without you, we wouldn't have sponsors, Centricom and Mid-Utah Radio, for allowing us to bring you this joint broadcast. We'll be back through the basketball season, and you can follow other teams, North Sanpete, as they travel on Centricom and Mid-Utah Radio, until we're back again to see you sometime. We bid you good afternoon as the final score here. Summit 40, Richfield 21.
You've been listening to exciting high school football action on South Central Utah's sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school football action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.